Going backwards. No.
I don't have any announcements, by the way.
Hello.
I do.
The cards.
Okay, Mark can do the announcements.
Hello.
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 Good evening.
Also, I should probably do this very quick.
Do what?
Get the bot to leave.
Oh yeah. Oh crap.
Nah, don't worry
Twitch,
about it.
you didn't hear us. Twitch, you hear nothing.
Too late. Too late. Banned forever.
You hear nothing, Twitch. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Fine. It's okay.
Not me jamming to music.
I want to say hello. I don't. I should spam the thing in a moment, but I want to say hello because we're live, right? Question mark.
Yes.
We are indeed live.
Yeah.
Good evening to
Yeah.
you too, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Just hat.
I want to say we're waiting for someone, but also we have announcements. So,
Yes, Mark is going to just run us through some announcements.
well, one, and that is that Terrovia's Fate won't be streamed for about a month.
Yikes.
But you were still going live tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow is we're still live. We're
Okay.
still live tomorrow. But for the rest of the time, we are not. And for those of you wondering why, well, a lot of conflicts in scheduling. That isn't actually the main reason, to be fair. One of the main reasons why we won't be playing is actually because basically we're missing 2 people throughout the week, and then at the end of the month I'm not there because I'm going on vacation for a week with my family. Sadly, because I don't like going on vacation, but no one heard that. No one heard me say
No one
that.
heard it.
No one,
Okay, there's
no
some
one.
overlap. Is there also not going to be Aphium?
I think Aphium's going to be a lot more next week. I am not completely sure about Aphium though. That is a bit more of a question mark on my end.
Okay.
The rest that I think I'd like to say is I might be doing and inviting some people here. An idea I've had for a while. Next week, or next week, not this week, but next week on our quote-unquote regular streaming time. Otherwise, that's about it. I'll inform
I know one now.
Oh.
We're working on our emotes.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm working on
well-
sub-thing emovables because people have been asking about them, and I finally found some free time now that we're nearing the end of this project. And tomorrow, well, I mean, tomorrow there's going to be a quiz, but it's Etharis only. And it's
Yes.
only going to be on Discord. But hey, if you're on Discord,
Join our
Feel free to-
Discord.
feel free to pop in and have a listen. Because there'll be some questions, and maybe some questionable people, because I'm pretty sure some people are planning to get some drinks in the meantime. But hey, just a pop quiz. It's some D&D. A lot of Etharis, though.
Yeah. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything in particular that we still have to mention. Tomorrow we'll again re-mention that we're going to be late because we are going to be, or that we're not going to be there for a while. Outside of that, I think everything's fine. Be sure to check in on Instagram and Twitter. Those are updated based on if we're playing or not. So.
Yeah, well, we can also update the Twitch schedule. Should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. Just keep checking in, and I think everything will end up completely fine.
Perfect. Alright. Who gave a recap last time?
I think that was me.
Yeah, thank you as well.
And then I got chat on because it wasn't in.
Oh, no, I remember now. You were last time, and before that, it was Tokas. So I'm going to say it's Zaria's today.
It's me today. Okay. So, let me get my bearings while I'm quickly trying to spam our stream everywhere. But I will quickly pause that and do that next time. Last time we started off with a big problem. We just finished fighting on the mountain and completed the battle for the bell. I think that's the best way to describe it. The battle for the bell. And now we are, and then we went to. Basically, we helped. I forgot his name. It was the priest, right? We helped the
Ardolvin, yes.
the Ardolvin, yeah.
He's many things, and other things he is not.
He's apparently a spellcaster.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he is a priest.
He's a priest.
He's an apothecary.
We helped him with his cart and let it move further. After which we immediately made our way towards the tower, where we've made our residence ever since we've been here. Because we noticed that a pretty large dragon, I want to say huge dragon, landed there.
That's about huge.
We went there to deal with it because there were multiple problems. There was our good friend, the Baron Vasily. He was there. We had a priceless artifact there in position, which allowed you to speak. Or basically, it had a lot of, what is it called? Blackstone. That the dragon wanted, and a crystal that Saris fixed. Luckily, we had our resident ghost lich skeleton man to protect it, and the Baron, and us, as we all fought it. And as we fought it, a green mist fled from the dragon's body, but our party, luckily enough, managed to grab this mist and kill it. I don't know how you kill mist, but we killed the mist, and made sure that the dragon was no longer possessed. We then afterwards started. Basically, we went to prepare and started talking to the dragon after getting a proper rest. And after having a proper rest, we had a little speak with the dragon as well. We came to find out that the dragon's name is Skadvalos. I think that's his name. I don't know if I pronounced that right, Amber.
His name is Skrykewall.
Skrykewall. I know it was something with his
Skrykewall.
Skrykewall. A pack rat. We figured out that it thought that it was a rat. It was not a dragon, it was a rat.
Very big rat with a breath weapon.
Yes, it still thinks it's a rat because,
Yeah. And we found this out through Tokus's good way of speaking to it through the telepathy, which I think he's getting inspiration for based on what I've seen of the votes. But we had a conversation. It didn't really get anywhere, but then we realized we kind of had to scout. We went to, and now we plan on scouting out the where the Skaven came from, in principle. And that's where we left off, with us preparing for 2 hours before we're going to head down to figure out where they came from and scout where they came from. And then decide what we'll do with that later.
Yes, because we were asked by Balon the Beardless to indeed scout it out. And, come back with information.
Alright. And that is where we are in this very moment.
Yeah.
With the party gearing up to leave Deep Delvers once more. A dragon slumbers quietly at the top of a tower.
It does indeed.
As the people of Deep Delvers are scrambling to pull their lives back together.
Yeah. Vittorio was, like, during our preparatory hours, he was gonna go find Balon and explain to him why there is currently a dragon, an alive dragon, on top of Starsong Tower. And yeah, just to tell him, tell him what we know, and also that yes, we've tried to make sure he won't, fuck off and just start eating people or other things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's one of the like prep things. Because otherwise, I mean, he has most of his gear already. That is like fine. And then also just checking up on the library and the nice librarian, because Vittori, with all his massive 10 intelligence, imagines that yes, a library has knowledge. Maybe the librarian is knowledgeable, and as such, maybe she can, I don't know, try to talk to this dragon.
And it's the library was also hit, right? With
It was.
yeah.
Was a
Was.
massive.
It's one of the worst affected buildings. Like the roof of
never
the
mind.
third floor, like nearly completely caved in.
Yeah, it was also one of the reasons.
Miraculously, Oja will tell you, as she is like busy holding books out. All of the books are completely fine, and she's very blessed for that.
Victoria's slightly confused about this information. He's like, didn't like get a direct hit by that lightning, or
That's correct. In fact, many of the shelves around the books burned down.
but the books are fine.
Yep. Completely fine.
Finally, some good news.
Right. Well, yeah, that is good news indeed. Uh, do you know much about dragons, Aldra?
Dragons. Winged. Serpentine.
Mm-hmm.
Fire drakes, hydras, wyverns, mythical beasts. I know
Well,
a few things.
right. Well, since it was quite chaotic, everything going on, I'm not entirely sure if you noticed. And then I don't know, like from where we're standing inside the library, if there's a piece missing of the roof, is there like enough line of sight to see the tower from here?
I'm gonna say no from the angle.
Oh, okay, that's fair. And he's like, well, yeah, I don't imagine you noticed during all of the chaos. Then, there's currently a dragon sleeping atop of Starsong Tower.
Oh, I most assuredly saw a dragon.
Uh-huh.
Not on the tower, though.
Raises an eyebrow. Oh.
It came out of the storm. And landed.
It came out of the storm.
Yeah.
Then where
Fought
did it?
with people until they drove it off.
Hmm. He's like, oh, well, that's a bit of an issue. Right. Well, yeah, that, I suppose complicates things, but, well, to put it bluntly, and, as, shortly as possible, this dragon apparently, thinks it's one of those rat men. That it's not a dragon. It's a Ratmen man. Think it said Skaven slave or something along those lines. So I'm just assuming here, but those Ratmen found a fucking dragon egg somewhere, hatched it, and made it think it was one of them. Either way,
Yes, that is quite brusque.
yes, but here's the catch. Catch. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. We talked to it. Apparently it wants knowledge. Then, well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just, I'm just thinking here. He looks around at all the books. He's like, look, dragons are mythical creatures. You said so yourself. This dragon shows up. These books filled with knowledge. They're all fine after getting hit with lightning. That seems a bit more than a coincidence to me.
I suppose so, yes. I'm not sure what you're trying to get at here, though. Are you trying to say you want to put a dragon in this library? Because I'm afraid there's not enough
That's
space.
not enough space, indeed. Well, no, it was more of a. You could maybe find some time to. Well, either while we're gone or when we're back. I mean, there's things that need to be doing while we're gone. Uh, yeah, maybe you could try and part with some knowledge to this well, dragon that thinks it's a rat.
I,
It's a
you wish for me to impart knowledge upon a dragon.
about dragons.
I will tell you that the knowledge I have on dragons is wholly theoretical, and it also does not paint these mythical creatures in a very
Oh,
favorable light.
right. Well, yeah, maybe. Well, I suppose that might not be the best of ideas then.
I would argue that keeping a dragon here isn't also on that list, but
Well, yes, that's technically true. Need to have a word with Balon as well. But yes, need to
mm,
figure something out. Because otherwise, they might just fuck right back off to those Ratmen.
It's about deciding which is the better threat.
I understand what you mean.
Well, either way, happy to see that, well, you and the, well, most of the library is fine.
She nods with just a smile on her face, serene one.
We
You'll
like,
pull through this tragedy
yeah, I'm sure you
and
will.
rebuild.
Yes,
Maybe I will have that fourth floor.
he's like, oh, fourth floor, eh? Well, I suppose you can take this for now then, and he'll, like, fish out a platinum coin. Yeah, no,
How kind.
donations.
Toward the rebuilding.
Exactly. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'll let you get back to it. We have some other things to take care of as well.
Do come back again.
Of course.
I'll be glad to help you find any information you might need.
That's appreciated.
Suppose we're lucky that there's not any precipitation down here.
Hmm.
Wouldn't appreciate all my books getting wet.
Well, that would not have been ideal, no.
Mm, all right. I wish you good luck on your journeys,
Hmm.
wherever they may take you.
Thank you. Well, we'll be sure to drop by once we are back and are in need of some information.
Well.
Take his leave.
Alright. Lawrence is now here.
Hello there.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Oh, how
Just missed a
gracious
recap
art
and
thou.
people starting to get ready.
Yes, I need oil.
Alright, you can buy oil.
Yes. That's it. I just need, 48 hours worth of oil. In case I need to burn through the night.
Alright. You may subtract that amount of money. Things are an absolute mess everywhere, but you will be able to get oil.
Oil is now scarce. We burned a whole storage of oil. Now 1 flask is 20 platinum a bottle.
I'll take it.
Supply and demand. Can we buy holy water in this place? Does Ardilvin produce holy water?
He
Ceremonies?
has the ability to do so.
Alright, then I might want to buy a bottle. A bottle of holy water. Holy water.
Holy war.
War. May I also acquire a climber's kit, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that as well. With my 7 strength, I might die.
You have the carrying capacity to carry this.
No, I don't. My moth does.
I should just have bought Token as a climber's kit instead of Halbjorn. Could have bought his own SMH.
Yeah, man. Wow. You retcon it right now. Do it. Okay.
I wish.
No, it's fine. I am rich now. You see, I am literally a capitalist. I can afford everything. I could rebuild the Soul Library from the ground up.
Of course.
Really? Then buy that fucking spyglass from the shopkeeper right now.
Yeah, I should really buy a spyglass for that advantage on investigations, man. Just a easy little 100 platinum pieces, just a little bit of money.
Yeah, you're a capitalist after all. What can't you afford?
Well, you see, I will buy it with NFTs, which are untangible platinum that I can spend as much as I want because people don't realize that it has no foundation.
Yeah.
Non-fungible token.
Literally. Yeah. When you get 30 int as a highest int race, and you can create NFTs as a racial feature.
Oh, disgusting. Thanks.
Really? We are peak right now.
Literally. But yeah, buy those things. Is there anything else we need? We don't need tents. Do we need tents? Nah, we're down the ground.
I don't think most of you have bedrolls.
Wow, no, don't speak for yourself because you're the DM, but, I have a bedroll.
Does the DM have a bedroll, though?
I don't need one.
Let me check if I
don't know if Delphine has a bedroll.
No, have a bedroll.
No, she should have. I literally gave her mine when we were traveling, and then I had to buy a new one.
I also have a bedroll.
Delphine has a bedroll.
Yeah, she should.
Although I was thinking, if I might want to buy a pouch of ball bearings.
Yeah.
Delphine's gonna buy a knife.
A normal knife?
No.
A dagger?
I don't think it's gonna be a dagger.
Yeah.
What is
That's a hunting knife.
I was about to say, do we? You said, Ember, that to harvest things we need to have the harvesting kit. It doesn't matter if you have proficiency or not, right?
You're asking me a lot right now.
I can't ask anyone else.
Oh, yeah, that is the truth.
Do you have one first?
Well, I have not been told that we've swapped over the proficiencies yet on the class.
I'm just asking because I heard you say I.
I would like to, yes, Chemo.
Okay, well, I guess we can do that right now. That means I no longer have alchemy. And I guess I can swap out the alchemy kit for harvesting kit.
Right, so we have harvesting kit. And then I think there was something like runic vials or spirit paper somewhere. Toolkit. No, that's herbalism. Harvesting. There you go. Oh yeah, runic vials, Kanya Inimisha field guide, and spirit
Yeah,
paper.
I'll have to buy a field guide as well, otherwise I'm screwed.
What does the field guide actually do?
Advantage.
On appraise. That'd be very useful. I've got enormous int. But it weighs a ton. Fuck. I'm already borderline encumbered.
I'm leaving a lot in our house right now. I'm leaving at least.
You are leaving a lot of your house.
Yeah, more than half my gear I'm leaving at the house.
Right,
You know what? You are making a lot of sense.
Like, bro, I have 4 sets of clothing. I'm not bringing all of them with.
You are making a lot of sense, man. I don't need to bring 6 pounds of fine clothes wherever I go.
Okay,
You're correct, Kimo. I need to Delphine. I need to level Delphine.
Okay. I, just as the DM is aware, I am now then swapping out the alchemist supplies, which is 50 GP, for a harvesting kit that is 30 GP. That leaves 20 GP in change, and then I'll buy one of those books, which is 30 GP more out of pocket.
I don't know what feed to give her.
Right, so you got the field guide.
As for your Amber, didn't you? I don't remember if it was during session or some other time. You were like, "Oh yeah, maybe I give Delphine the healer's feat or whatever it's called."
Oh yeah, so she can use the bonus action to heal people up.
I think that was you who said it, at least, Amber.
Either I give her that or I give her moderately armored, and I don't have to worry about that anymore.
I mean, the issue with armor is that, like, the reason she doesn't
medium armor proficiency.
Yes, but
the reason she doesn't have armor is because you guys didn't give her any.
No, Amber, the reason she doesn't have armor is because you told us, well, if he uncontrollably changes, that armor is fucked.
Yeah.
Which is why one of
my
things I asked about was if there was any special, like, kind of druidic types of armor or similar.
You could get our like some leather, like leather armor is like 10 gold or something. It's like really cheap.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Otherwise, Victoria would have gotten her armor like millions of years ago, unless it was for that one thing Amber told me.
Yeah.
Whatever risk you want to take, I guess. Either, man, I made like werewolf armor once in Caracosta, but nobody ever got it.
Nice. Let me just tinker up a werewolf armor. Don't worry.
Eladar had shapeshifter.
Same.
We can buy stuff for harvesting here, right? Because it's like an enclave in the mountain full of weird shit.
Good way to describe this place, yeah.
Right, I'll buy some runic vials and spirit paper.
Mobile.
What? Give her tough. She needs more HP.
Oh, that's actually not too bad of an idea.
And then we can't take it because the sidekick has Vittorio level 8. They wanted to take tough to get even more HP. He's like, alright, never mind.
I can give her tough.
Guess we could look into it later.
You know what? I'm in preparation of this trip. I'm buying a bag of ball bearings. That's a good idea.
Bag of holding? Yeah, nice. I love it.
Gabe, if I could purchase that, I would, but I don't have that money.
Mark, it's not about if you could or if you could not. It's about if you want to. If you want to do something, you'll end up being able to do it.
Bag of holding. I'm gonna leave Shelly at home, I think.
It is a good idea. And by the way, I guess, yes, it makes sense. Ember, this is more like a weird question. I'm just going to ask you now. I have this Almanac of Practical Mortis, which details how to, like, stitch up wounds and stuff like that. If I put it in Shelly, would she be able to give advantage on like int-based medicine checks?
What?
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Because the automaton can give you advantage on history checks related to the content of the books that it has inside. So if I put this book into the automaton, is it able to help you while you do like medicine checks? Because the book is about that specific topic.
Exhaustive collection of tables detailing how corpses decompose, an appendix, how to remove maggots, close large wound, reset broken bones. I would say if you have surgeon's tools proficiency, this would be very useful for you. Otherwise, I'm like,
I guess.
is this useful?
Yeah.
I guess she would gain knowledge of like a practical version of knowledge about medicine, but like none of you are actual doctors.
Excuse me, I got a degree in every single subject in the world.
Nice try.
Thank you. I did my best. Equipped. Oh, yikes. Okay, so I guess I'm throwing this in here. I need a new category. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, there. Okay.
All right. Do you guys have what you need?
Yes, I was thinking maybe I could ask people here if I can borrow another climber's kit. I feel like that might be good to have, because you already have one, right, Vittorio?
Yeah, Toka's bought one just now.
Yeah, I was thinking if I could just ask to borrow one. I don't want to buy one because they're more expensive.
Nah, you cheeky man.
You can borrow
Um,
one for this mission, and when you return, you give it back.
Yeah, that's basically what Zarius was gonna ask. Yeah, can I borrow one and then I'll give it back later?
Before you lose it, and now you have to do
I mean,
indentured
then
servitude for a year.
if I lose it, if I lose it, I'll pay for it. But I more mean for
Oh
I
man,
will
sorry,
borrow
only
one.
indentured servitude.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, man. There's no in between. Slap that holy boy on the moth. Let's go.
Shit, I'm gonna quickly look. Give me a moment. I have to decide something.
Yeah.
Amber, could I use 1/6 coin to do the ritual?
Okay, one thing at a time. Tokas, you're putting what on this moth?
I'm just putting random stuff that I like need to carry around, but I really can't because I got like.
It has like one, like it can carry like one thing in its arms.
Well, I can give it a backpack, right?
What do you mean you can give it a backpack?
Yeah, I can give it a sack, and then it can hold on to the sack like any normal creature, right?
What?
Yeah, a container, and then it can hold onto the container like it would hold onto an item. Or am I mistaken?
If anything happens to it, it drops a shit.
Well, I am aware. I just hope that nothing happens. You know.
All right. Please let me know these things. Just like yesterday in the session, like halfway in the session, Halbjorn comes to me and says, "Oh yeah, I have both of my wolves with me." I'm like, "Oh, that's good to know." Now that we have, been playing for like 2 hours.
Didn't we have the conversation about it? I think about that and the portable ram. No, the ram.
No, we had to talk about the ram.
Yeah, and that's
And the ram's ability to carry things because it has a saddle. It can wear like saddlebags. We didn't have to talk about the moth because the moth itself already has within it the small storage component. And outside of that, it only has like tiny legs.
Easy peasy. Just strap
With which it can hold like one thing.
So the ram could carry more stuff.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, Lawrence, you want to use
Lord
these
Ants.
coins
This is me.
to talk to the Grey Seer?
Yes, I would like to put a Billy blindfold over the Grey Seer's eyes, corpse eyes, so that they cannot see me, thus cannot identify me as a threat. But I guess it can't learn any new information, including, I guess, the fact that I am a threat or a hostile creature, technically. So I just like to take a precaution so that I can just speak to it and get a reasonable answer without it pretty much just telling me to fuck off.
You want to cover its eyes, but you still want to talk to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Gabe refuses to dress up like a Skaven. And thus make everything harder for everybody.
Yes, of course. I find enjoyment in this, you see.
And even worse, he won't allow his character to dress up as a Skaven and make it even harder for everyone else.
That wasn't decided.
So, as a direct result, we now have to blind Skaven, so he can't identify me as thing. But yeah, I'm still gonna talk to it.
What the hell we will do now? I have to blind this Skaven, man.
Alright. You blind the Skaven. You have to put the coins over its eyes, so, you know.
Easy.
How it works.
Put the blindfold
over his eyes, and then like just put the blindfold over. Actually, if it has the coins over its eyes, it can't fucking see me in the first place.
It's not a great time trying to do this, because it has a rat face. And they're on the side of his head.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just lay the head or, you know.
I get Tokas or somebody to hold him in place and to put the blindfold over, and then I guess I put the blindfold over and I like just slot the coins in between the eye and the blindfold.
Okay.
Little coin machine. And I speak the rune of power and activate them.
Sorry, I had to sneeze terribly.
I guess I can forgive you for these basic human functions.
Yeah, you can only sneeze nicely. Sneezing terribly is literally illegal.
With a shudder. The corpse stirs to life, or at least a facsimile of that. Lawrence, I'm gonna tell you if you don't ask any questions, this ends.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought something else was gonna happen.
Nothing happens with this spell. Nothing happens unless you ask questions.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I thought you were still doing the talkies.
No, I did quite end my talking.
Okay. Out of character, guys, is there anything in particular you want me to ask before I just start? Just start going.
If well, I don't know what the objective was. or like, oh, yes, brother, did you achieve the objective? Actually, no. Then he will just say yes or no. Yeah, I don't know what the objective was. Which path they took. Hmm. Hmm. When like could say something like, "Oh yes, when's the when's the next step of the plan?"
When's Operation Overlord taking place?
Exactly.
In that case, Lawrence will say, how do you return to Violet Falls, which creaks and cracks must be followed from the Enclave to the door?
This mic please work? Thank you. That'd be great. Quakes and cracks. How do you return? How do you return? Remain silent for a while. Deceiver. Deceiver! Children know the way. They know the way through quakes and cracks. May they swallow you whole. A thin sliver of blood drips out of the corner of the mouth of the Skaven seer, staining its matted and dripping onto the ground. Drip. 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 Drip.
Why did the people of Violet Falls attack? Assuming since it can't learn new information, it like calls me deceiver, and then it's like forgets, I guess. So hopefully it doesn't fucking just prove this exercise pointless.
Wrong. What it tells you. It tells you the tidbit that I read out to you at the beginning of last week. Long time we've dwelled in darkness, studying ever the turnings of the surface. We were here before the humans, watching dwarf things carve their stone halls. We were among the shadows when the angel things descended upon the world and scattered sun things before them. We pitted our wits against the great lich, they whose name I shall not utter. And won. We watch, we wait, we plan. The endless subtle games that the K-Lords engage in are merely a way to pass the time. We have no need to conquer the surface world by force. We need only wait long enough for others to do it for us, allowing us to seize the spoils of your ruin. For we are the children of the horned rat, survivors all. And as we were here before you, so shall we be present to see you fall. Your fall before us. 'Tis a test. Soon they will be ready. Only the beginning.
Lawrence will very clearly get sidetracked and ask, tell me what you know of the angel things that descended from the heavens.
The corpse quivers, its skin contracting, as though it is pulling taut over muscle and sinew and bone. Yeah. Great fears have seen them. Up, up, up of the man-thing nest. They say, watch, see, Holy One, watch and see. But I see no holy. Skaven's fears see them for what they are. And cats. What does it mean? They should know crossbows. What are these machinations? What does it mean? Think, think. What does it mean? By now, a pool of blood is forming around the head.
I see. What else do I want to ask? Tell me of the great horned rat.
Alright.
I require one tidbit about ya boy. Please get it to me within 2 to 3 business days.
I don't think so.
Damn.
The Lord. The rod. 3 bars crossed the blessed triangle. The Underfather. He has taught us well. Took such good care. Such good care. When all the world left us. Soon he will bestow his gift. We may yet live to see the day. His greatest gift. Gift of all. Yes. The man thinks will satisfy his appetite. We must go quick now. Quick.
Back.
And he holds silent.
Tell me all you know of Gemtooth. And what he did to that dragon.
Dragon. Why do they call it a dragon? Gemtooth. Yes. We will prepare. Yes. Kikorin. Three. Yes, yes. Lawrence, he begins rambling to you in a language that sounds more like the squeaking of a rat than anything that makes sense.
I see. I look at Radigan. In those eyes do I see understanding.
When did you get Radigan?
Well,
I'm assuming the party is here with me.
I mean, we
the
only
plan
have.
was that I'm sitting there, ritual casted, comprehend languages, and
We only have.
Radigan's on my side.
I mean, we're only going to prepare for 2 hours, so I very much assume the party is not all there. If we're only
I
2
then
hours.
suppose it's only Lawrence and Tokus then.
Where did you cast detect magic? Or
No, comprehend languages about 10 minutes before the whole thing. That was the plan. So that if the rat speaks in Skaven, we can understand
When
it.
was I informed of this? Like, what? Alright. Very well. He rambles a tale about how Clan Gritus, under Gritlock Gemtooth, is preparing for the end, and that Gritlock will lead them to the gift from the Great Horned One. Next time, please inform me beforehand of this, what is happening. Like, I'm sitting here, like, talking to White, thinking he's the only one there. Not that it really matters, but you know, like, finding out afterwards, kind of whack.
I feel especially accommodated, don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Alright. That's it. No more out of this corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Amber, his full name is... It's not Gridlock Gemtooth, right? It's... Gritlock. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That is all I would like to do. I'm ready to go.
How do you spell the clan name?
Ritus.
That's a full name.
Critus. Oh,
Gritus.
Wait, so is Gemtith his name or is it a nickname?
Oh,
No.
I guess nickname / title, because he has a bunch of gems instead of teeth.
The dragon did say Gemtooth Gritlock, right?
He mentioned Gritlock at some point, yes, I believe.
And his rumblings, I just need to find them. How the hell did I put those? Can't remember. But yeah, I think he said like Gemtooth Grimlock all the time. Might be the same person. It'd be weird if a whole Skaven army had 2 generals. I don't know how it works, but either there's 2. That'd be concerning.
Well, it's not a bunch of extra information, but hey, it is better than no information. And yes, I think with that, well, yes, one last thing, which, Tori would have been doing while this was going on, was, hey, if you don't want to RP that out, that is completely fine. But yes, it's basically telling Balon about the whole dragon situation, and that, yes, for now, I think it's hopefully going to stay at the tower, because, well, it's tired, wounded, and we've tried to convince it as best as we can, and it seemed to sort of understand, and it didn't seem too keen on going back to the rats after our conversation.
Poor boy.
But, it probably doesn't hurt to have a couple of extra delvers ready in case, for whatever reason, it decides to actually turn hostile.
Mm-hmm.
It indeed does not.
Alright. I mean, it's just the visitor's bones will come down to. I don't have time to deal with this right now.
Alright.
You shoulder all the responsibility for this.
Okay.
He will try to keep an open mind.
Understandable, Balin man.
Fair dude. Alrighty, then otherwise I think we're prepped with, I guess, all the things we were gonna do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does Vasily give me like a little like retro photo of himself to me so I can put it in my wallet like a soldier going off to war?
What's wrong with you, Lawrence? What do you mean to put the? You want to put the photo in? What is it? What is a wallet?
I don't know. But I saw it in a dream.
Did you hit your head?
Yes.
I see. No, unfortunately, Lawrence, I did not manage to take pictures with me when I haphazardly left my home. I will make sure to commission a photographer when we get the chance, okay?
I am only now realizing this was a strange thing to ask.
Baron, can you tell me who is the enemy? What? Sorry, that was a strange thing to ask.
Would say you.
You see, Vasily, Lawrence points at the hole. If we kill all our enemies in there, we will have peace.
God damn.
Right?
Of course.
He opens his mouth and closes it again. Just come back.
No assaults. That is the plan.
Good. And then we go to therapy.
Can we bring your horse?
Why do you want to bring a horse to therapy?
Well, not a horse, your horse.
No.
Why? They're
Comfort
clearly a very
horse.
important part of your life, and they clearly don't like me. So I thought it would be a nice place to work it out.
Lauren. Sometimes you say things that make me want to strangle you with my bare hands. And other times I forgive you for these indiscretions.
There's one of these times where are you gonna strangle me before I leave? I think we need to talk about your violent urges, Vasily. Perhaps at therapy.
Of course.
Maybe Victoria's rubbing off on you.
Or maybe Vittorio became the way he is because he travels with you. Questions.
I do have a profound effect on people, I think.
Really?
Yeah. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Ashley? Lawrence says with a
What was
small
that?
smile. Small smile.
What?
But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Vasily?
About my profound effect on people.
Of course.
I see my profound effect on you every day.
Lawrence blinks. Sniffs his arm as if like, do I smell?
Yikes.
What? Okay, I don't know what to make of that at all. I'm just gonna disregard it and we're gonna move on with session.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Is everyone ready to
Yes.
head down?
Pumped up.
Got ball bearings. Got a climber's kit. I gotta bring it back. I really hope I don't lose anything. I'm gonna pay for it.
Well, you always hope you don't lose anything. You know, it's not nice to lose shit.
Let's get down the hole, though. Like middle of the city,
Oh, wait.
right?
The whole? I thought they went from the mushroom lake.
What?
Oh.
No. They literally tunneled up here.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes! All right.
Yeah, we gotta
The
go in
hole
the
with
hole.
the vault of the evil mages in, right?
Yeah, we gotta go into the
Nice.
hole.
Yeah, nice. Love it. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Havenhole.
All right, baby.
I look at Lawrence like, do you have a climbing kit? You could probably borrow one.
No, I have faith.
Exactly.
Who needs safety when you have faith in Jesus?
Yeah, let's climb down. Victoria, can you teach me how to put them in? Well, I've never had to really use them.
Yeah, I also appreciate a demonstration. I've climbed before. I mean, recently I have quite a weird experience.
Right. Well, yes, sure. I can give you a quick rundown. Amber is Delphine present?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he's like, well, kid, you want to help me with the demonstration real quick? All right. Well, I expect you guys to pay attention then.
I'm watching.
He like starts, yeah, just using Delphine as an example of how you're supposed to like put the harness on, fasten it properly, put on your like nublet shoes or whatever they're called.
Oh, Valerianus is gonna hate me. I look at Valerianus. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna look. Oh, wait, Valerianus, would you like to stay out or would you like to come with? I say as I look at Victoria demonstrating and trying to imitate him.
Perhaps my talents are best served elsewhere. He says, looking at the fucking climbing harness.
Wicked dog.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, I don't mind carrying you, but I don't think it's the most gracious way of going down.
There's not much left of my dignity, but that which remains I cherish.
Poor dog.
I'm sorry. I try to accommodate whenever I can. It's just it's not as you're a different shape.
Very shapely dog.
But then I mean you can help you can help keep an eye on the dragon. That's probably better suited for you.
I will do my best to aid the people.
Thanks, Olianis. I appreciate it. And then I will imitate.
I will await your return.
I certainly will be fine, hopefully.
I have faith, he says, wagging his tail.
At this point in the lecture, Vittorio is going on about tying. He's like, all right, well, if you don't have to, but personal preference, I suppose. If you tie a knot like this, shows how to do it.
Venus doing a T-pose.
If you tie a knot like this, you can always try and have a couple of pythons ready. You just to do 3 of these. You can always have 3 on hand. Should be tight enough so they won't fall out. Otherwise, just keep your pythons in some pouch somewhere where you can actually reach them. Don't keep them in your fucking backpack, because you don't want to just... Yeah, don't.
Right, well, that sounds logical enough.
I think I got it.
A bit more problem on the practical part, but guess we'll see when we get to it.
Well, as long as you, the harness is put on properly and, just attached to the rope, even if you fuck up on the practical part, at least you won't fall to your death.
Oh, that sounds safer than climbing barehanded. All right.
Yeah, I can, well, for this, I can go first as well, which means if, someone fucks up and actually falls, which, well, shouldn't. Well, someone fucks up and falls a lot longer than they should, then I can at least try to grab them. Yeah. It should be fine.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine. You go first, then we follow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm ready.
All righty. Oh.
Very well.
Time to descend.
Into Averna?
Well, we'll have to descend quite far down, but
I don't know, you tell me.
You don't know how close you are to fucking hell. Why do you think it's such an decent ambient temperature here?
Oh yeah,
Hold
fair
on
enough.
a moment, what?
That makes sense. That explains it, right? Grafendam's entire economy is based off thermal vents.
Yeah.
It was drawn up from hell. It's just like Steamland in Disenchanted.
Yeah. Good shit.
Of course.
Garbage television is what it is, but yeah, it exists, so
Wow, it's great television.
guess I will watch it.
That's great. It's great television.
It's great television. It's not garbage.
It's like something I would 100% watch because there is nothing else to do.
I see. Amber, what is your opinion on the matter?
Wait, my opinion on what?
Wow. We're literally talking about Disenchanted.
Oh, I'm very
Can't
sorry.
believe it.
I was preparing.
What?
Wow.
Preparing for the piece of session that we're
Literally
playing
can't
right
believe
now.
it.
Wow, you don't get to use that excuse. How dare you, the DM, prepare for what we're about
Punt
to play?
all of you down the hole.
Okay, but we're all wearing climber's kits, so we don't fall to our death. It's fine.
Yeah, well, that's fine because
No, Lawrence isn't. So
it's not a shared
Okay,
clip.
so
Lawrence isn't.
Lawrence isn't. So Lawrence can fall to his death. That's good. That's a good piece of
Die.
information to
Then
know.
his faith takes all the falling damage, and then he's unscathed like always.
Faith does cushion thy fall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is
That's
How
faith.
pushed are you?
Anyhow.
Hmm.
Anyhow. The hole leads down into a series of tunnels that twist deep within the mountain. Oh boy. There's a distinct trail that was left behind within these tunnels. Some no more than worthless knickknacks or pieces that have broken off all of equipment. But there's also a very fine powder trail of this greenish glowing stone.
Mushroom.
The trail leads through a number of recently opened caverns and tunnels, some of which look like they've been almost carved out by something burrowing through the mountain. Others split off from great rifts opened by recent quakes, and they lead down into the fathomless depths of Blacklaw. This travel takes an exceedingly long time.
Understandable.
And while you will not encounter anything, it's going to take 2 days.
Jesus.
Yikes.
I'm gonna subtract 2 from my water skin and potion.
Potion.
Or, I mean, my ration box.
Yes, you may indeed subtract 2 rations of food and drink.
3.
And that is when. Okay. Okay, I can do that. And that is when you find yourself in a set of tunnels, most peculiarly patterned. Swirling like waves upon an ocean. It stretches out onward and onward into the vast darkness, but the trail of garbage and knickknacks and that fine black stone powder ends in this tunnel.
From which direction did we quote unquote come in? From the
From the south.
from the south. All right.
From the south of this map, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm on the map, so. Then northbound it is. We'll clarify it. The Blackstone is, it's more like dust on the ground, right? Not actual clouds of it.
A chunk of blackstone over 2 meters.
No. I more meant if it had turned into like a cloud, because I saw a cloud animation over here.
No.
That would be really bad.
Yeah, because
That'd be great.
That's an important piece of information.
It's powder.
Okay.
And it literally just ended.
All right. Yeah.
So don't sneeze.
Exactly. Torio, he's like, right.
Lawrence is blind.
It happens sometimes, man. Don't worry about it.
I have my lantern, and I'm gonna go nuclear now.
That's
There
probably not the best of ideas.
Yeah. Let's not keep it too
I
bright.
see now. Great.
Well, I can see nothing. And there's no way I've been seeing nothing for the last 2 days and walking in the pitch darkness. So, do we have a reason why I would have turned off the lantern?
We're going.
No, you just didn't turn it on your token. Like, tell you, like, what?
I think
Yes,
that's
I'm asking the group member. I'm just asking because
I
otherwise,
think not the best idea to make the lantern be a 240
Yeah.
radius light. And keep it to 60, you know, because that's the range of vision of.
Which is why I'm asking,
no.
like, how big do we want it to be then?
Normal
Because I'm
size.
not walking in the
No,
dark.
I'd say for you as
Alright.
dim as you'd be comfortable with, but not normal size. Because unlike what Gabe said, 60, yes, that's our vision. But if someone sees a light, they can see that from 300 feet away if they have a direct line of sight. So I'd
the
rather,
brighter the light is, the easier it is to spot.
yeah. So you keep it as dim as you can.
But we still, we need to find a compromise which gives Lawrence enough range of vision to move, which, in my opinion, is normal range of a lantern.
Alright, 30-30 then. That's my hooded lantern.
All right. Yes, I was just
Alright, here you
reacting to the fact that you said, yes, I'm gonna turn it nuclear. I'm like, wait, please don't make it as big as possible.
Yeah, be a problem.
There we go.
Well,
It's my light.
going to try and keep a bit ahead then.
Yeah, same.
I will stay at the back.
Amber, I would like to, I suppose, try and move at least a bit stealthy,
Same.
if I may.
I shall attempt this as well. Such tomfoolery.
I need to double check the wording
Okay.
on my cloak.
Hey, did Lawrence just? Did you come closer?
We're moving forward, aren't we?
Yeah, but if,
How far? Okay, how far at the back, alone by myself, do you want me to be then, Mark?
I mean, as long as we are in the dim light of your bright dim light, I think it's fine. But
I mean, he's right there.
yeah, but if we're in the bright light, then auditory we can stealth. Visually,
Okay, so you want me to stand 30 feet behind everyone, and you want me to stealth as well, or
See,
am I?
this is why I wanted to give you the night vision goggles so we wouldn't have this problem. But I suppose we're not gonna stealth.
I mean, I assume we're going to be auditory quiet, but yeah, visually we can't.
Yes, I guess that's fine.
Unless there is reason to dim the lantern and visually quiet ourselves, Lawrence will not dim the lantern. Are we moving as a group, or do you want me 30 feet away from everybody?
I mean,
A response, right? I'm gonna just
We are
hold up right
thinking,
behind
you know,
everyone.
we need a bit of time to respond, you see.
Mhm.
Personally, I don't think there's any reason to turn off the lantern in character because we've been walking for 2 days and I don't think we've been having Lawrence sit 30 feet away. So I think it's fine to be quiet but visibly, shining with a beacon line behind our backs. It's
Alright. Are we traveling at a slow pace then, so we can stealth for these 2 days?
I just realized no, it's fine because all the light here is dim anyway. Bright doesn't matter. I can dim it.
Right, great. Then
We have
it's
60 feet of dim instead of bright and dim. I can just
Then
dim
it's all good, right? Nice.
with dark.
Stealth then.
Alright, I have.
Did we get feet back, Ember?
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah.
Update that.
So let's be super quiet. Let's go, Azarius. Good job.
High five. Let's go, man.
Nice.
Oh,
Let's go, quiet party.
You might want to wait for the others.
Miss DM, it would appear that I have walked into a wall.
Dead end. Shit.
You have walked into a wall.
Oh, is this the way we came from?
No,
No, we came from the south, is what I
Yeah.
was
there's a
told.
wall here as well, so you know.
I see.
Does the track of the blackstone dust end here?
Yes.
Right?
Is there any... You said there was patterns along the walls. Is there any pattern on the door? Or, well, on the wall in front of us that would indicate it is in fact not
On
a
the fake wall door.
The entire wall around you looks the same.
Okay.
Put your hand through.
Guess we're doing this. I will pull out my Sherlock Holmes hat, my bubble pipe, and start giving a look at this door. This wall, like that, yes, it's a wall.
There's no door. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take a look at this totally odd door, see if there's any nooks and crannies and levers and buttons and stuff.
Okay, if you want to investigate this specific area, you may.
Yes, it's exactly what I wish to do.
Okay.
Dice didn't even roll. That's funny. All right.
No, I saw it.
It did.
Plenty.
No, I just saw the animation of the die plop on the face and not even move.
There's a solid rock wall in front of you, Tokas.
No, it was kind of weird if it wasn't solid. If it was liquid rock, it would be even more perplexed. Looks at a rock, looks at a wall. Well, it's rock. Something is wrong here. Possibly the secret is hidden in the markings. I guess I'll have to take a look at that as well. Zarius, can you take a look with your magic vision thing?
Yeah, I can. He holds out one of his hands and closes his eyes as he. No.
Nope.
I can if we have the time, just detect magic straight up.
Yeah, well, I could do that as well, but this is problematic. Ember, if I look at the marking on the walls, can I make any meaning out of them?
Not in any known language. In fact, they don't. They don't look like symbols.
What do they look like then?
Like swirls, as I described.
Swirls.
Swirly door, Lawrence will say helpfully.
Well, no. It's rock. It's a wall. It has no gaps, no way to move around.
Yes.
There's the only thing you detect within your radius. Is there remnants of powder beneath Lawrence's
Snort
feet.
it right now.
Ember, are there any cracks in the walls?
Let's see.
Hmm.
You can make a perception check.
Alright. If it's outside of the radius, I have disadvantage, but if it's within 30 feet of me, it's normal.
I don't know. All of you have disadvantage outside of this radius.
12.
Yes.
Oh, this is 10 feet per square. I'm just confused.
Lawrence. Alright. Looking around and at this swirling pattern and at the powder right beneath your feet, which ends where you stand. It becomes evident to you that the wall you are standing next to is not a wall.
Hey.
Oh, can I not change to what it was? Oh, there we go. That's much better. It is, in fact, a door.
Secret door, secret door, secret door, secret door, secret door.
And yes, Darius and Vittorio remember it from their dreams. The same swirling pattern that pervades the tunnel.
Lawrence is gonna pull out some of his calligraphy. Basically use his calligraphy tools to like mark the door or like surroundings, and then we'll open it.
Alright. With a groan, the wall gives way into a tunnel.
Through cracks and cracks. Lead the way.
Because of darkness and the tinderbox, I can actually see better in the dim light. Better than I can in daylight, at least.
I see.
So I could maybe see some things when you have a PP of 14. I whisper over to Lauren, or to Vittorio. Okay, and once we see a door, we're not going to open it, right? We're on.
Open the door.
Well, I know, but a magical door.
I think that is a good idea to not do that, yes. Especially not if it's talking.
Watch out for a floating skull.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on keeping it close. This... Oh god, is that a pothole? Is that a button?
What?
looks like a red button.
In front of you, a brass cage hangs by a thick chain over a shaft that descends into darkness. brass faces depicting sneering gnomes decorate the cage, and inside of it, a large brass lever juts out from a complicated arrangement of gears and pistons.
Is the powder continuing?
Ears? Are they inside
Yeah.
bags?
No.
Well, if the powder is continuing up towards this cage, then that is pretty straightforward. Otherwise, if it continues to like one of these walls and stop, then it's time to have a look around again.
Yeah, I'll take a look. This one. Do we all focus on different things, or are we gonna all look at what are we all looking at?
Well, I was more asking Amber where the powder went, if it only went here, or if it went to these corners as well.
No, it didn't. It only goes towards this lift.
Well, it only goes to the lift. I suppose it's safe to say that's where they went, but you can always check these nooks and crannies, but I imagine down is where we need to go.
Yeah. This looks like a. Is it mechanical? Is it magical? Sorry, dims light.
Both are certainly mechanical in nature.
Okay, so it's not magical based on what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean,
Perhaps
look,
it's like that lazy Susan, which we saw back in the Enclave, which we used to descend down the crevasse.
yeah, I was about to say, looks like something like that, a bit smaller.
How do you think they got those rat ogres up through these?
Well, it's a pretty big one. Maybe they squeezed it. Probably other tunnels. Was this one straight tunnel, or was this like a dwindling one?
You've been through dozens of dwindling
Yeah.
tunnels.
Yeah, like there've been more than one tunnel. Maybe that's this. Who's our maybe Tokas, because he's the lightest. We tested out with him first. Oh, Tokas, you agree? Oh, good idea.
You want to do what?
What are you doing to me? Let me go. Let me go!
Unhand me this. It's okay, he's small. What's he gonna do?
Well, he sort of like looks at it, it's like, Well, if we all can't fit at once, I suppose I can go down first.
You can fit inside the lift.
No. I see.
How does it? Yeah.
Cricks and cracks.
Tokas, can you figure out how it works?
Gabe is not here.
I know, but sorry, that's what I was asking.
Victoria would comment that it looks pretty straightforward. Yeah, just pull the lever.
Personally,
Someone
isn't
take
that to
over Gabe for a
imperial
moment.
standard?
Yeah,
But
I'm
this will
probably
do.
like, well, I don't think I can make profit of this, but I will
Wow.
also take a look at. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't think I can make a profit of this. Alright then. Mark is showing his true colors today.
No, I'm showing my true Tokas impression.
Alright.
Oh god, it's been too high. I can't reach. Oh wait, no, it's been made for rad people.
It's made for gnomes. It's literally depicting gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I don't know if Tokas then can roll an investigation check or something.
Invest.
I do not have access to his sheet,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't roll that.
I will roll a d20 now.
I can't believe you've done this.
4
That's pretty bad.
out of 5.
That's a
That's an 11.
yeah. It's 5 plus 2. Yeah. Oof. 5 plus
That
2 plus 4.
does not meet any. That does not meet any DC.
Well,
You
hear
can
me out.
see.
As of gnomish design, and he is a gnome, surely that means he has advantage.
Not of the gnomish people that live inside this map.
Isn't he related tangentially to them or something?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Anyhow,
Anywho,
you can see that
We
there is
can.
a lever inside. And depending on how you pull it, it goes up or down.
pull the lever, Kronk.
The lever cannot be moved, however. What you do see is that there is a small indentation right next to the lever. And it is exactly the size and shape of that of the violet full pins that were found on the dead Ratmen.
Oh shit, Tokas has the pin, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the pin.
Alright. Well, as
Oh shit! I
Tokas-
came back just in time.
Yeah.
Great. So, Gabe,
I-
now we take the action and you deal with the consequences. Tokas has puts the
Absolutely
pin
not.
on
Silence
the thing.
yourself. Banned from this group. Away. Go.
The
Sorry.
contraption requires the Violet Fool's pin that you have to
Wow!
operate.
Incredible how I stopped 5 minutes to loot a corpse and I got something useful out of it. I can't believe it. What is this contraption?
So
It's
many
like a
people
door?
died as a result of this.
Well,
No.
Yeah.
No, it is it's like a lazy Susan, you know? It's like
elevator,
yeah, it's an elevator.
effectively.
I do hope it has some Skaven elevator music.
Gave an elevator.
Not escape an elevator, it has gnomes.
It's
Sound.
the brass casing is engraved with how did you put it, Amber?
Sneering gnomes.
Sneering gnomes. There you go.
But you failed any and all investigation check to look into this thing. So.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
did we?
Yes,
Yes,
because
you did.
White rolled a 4 for Tokas, which is only done 11.
Actually, Tokas rolled a 4. I had nothing to do with it.
You were literally
Wow, it
the
says
one who
Lawrence
rolled.
there though. It's kind of weird, though. Kinda
Yeah, I mean
awkward.
that's a separate roll. I made for
Of
Lawrence.
course.
Right. All right. Well, actually, it's not an 11. It's a 13. Perhaps I don't know, but I have my expertise thing feature. I don't know if gnomes are considered an chemical object, a device, or a magical item. But nonetheless, I suppose I can put slap that thing in there, and we can go take a
13.
ride.
With a 13, you can see that the gnomes have tiny pinholes in their mouths.
Tiny what?
Pinholes.
Pinhole.
Oh shit. It's a dart trap.
Hmm.
For
Well,
cricks and cracks, don't fuck with these gnomes, man.
well,
You will
I
get
suppose that that's what happens if you try to pull the lever without putting the pin in.
Sweats. I wouldn't be too sure. Perhaps happens even if you do.
Yeah,
Well,
these
Yes,
gnomes are
I'm
real
putting it in.
masochists.
I mean, they're Ratman, they literally feed off poison and plutonium.
this was made by gnomes.
Oh, well, gnomes are kind of similar. They also feed off plutonium, but that's a different story.
Okay.
Could I make a Tinkerstool check to try and understand this mechanism if it's supposed to activate, as Vittoria said, when someone pulls the lever, or if there's other conditions?
I mean, you don't have to make a check. I've already explained that you can, in fact, control this lift by either moving the lever up or down, which makes it go up and down.
Yeah, I mean, I more mean the supposed dart trap inside. If it's might not just be a dart trap, maybe there's just holes in there.
Yeah, it might be a poison gas trap instead.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But right.
Might very well be.
Might be a flaming poison.
Right. Well, do we
dart
gotta go
gas
up
trap.
or we gotta go down?
Goes down into the darkness. There's nothing up.
Well, I'll make it up. Pulls out a shovel. Let's go. All right.
Oof,
We can we can slap the pin inside and don't go down.
Right.
Before all
We
the
all-
one of us can go.
Yeah, can we all fit inside, Amber?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. We descend to Avernus TM.
Extra dimensional elevator.
I don't want to descend into Avernus. I am against this.
Pull the
act.
lever, Kronk.
No, we're gonna descend into Scavernus.
Wrong lever! What we would have said if you didn't put the pin in.
The lift begins to descend, jolting to life initially, and then zooming down. 100, 200 feet, 300 and 400 feet of pitch darkness pass by.
Where all these feet come from?
Dead men.
Then,
Shit.
during the last 100 feet of your descent, you are treated.
Wheeze. I was about to say very well, but it's not the
Please
case,
shut
I
up.
guess.
You are treated to a breathtaking view. A huge, dark spire jutting up out of the ground. A crystalline structure comprised of dozens of house-sized spires. Oh boy. A stalagmite with large plates of metal seemingly floating around it. And finally, waterfalls descending down into a crevasse.
Are the falls violent?
The lift comes to a halt. Leaving
Can I
you.
just say that while we're doing this descent, I will have my lantern off. So we are not a big
Now I'll do
beacon.
a little cheeky thing. That's called casting mage armor before we go down into the raffle. Baba boy. No, that's a lot of error messages, right?
You find yourself standing in a cavernous space. In fact, the scale of this map does not even do it justice because it is far larger than this.
Yeah, because I imagine these things are buildings, and I mean that's supposed to be a crane.
Easy, just make
So-
yourself small.
Southeast of you, an eclectic block of apartments has been carved out, with winding pathways set into a sloped stone bluff, interweaving throughout dozens of stone buildings. there's these little lifts that rise up to the steepest heights of the apartment blocks, each with a smaller version of the bronze cages, which are counterweighted by massive pieces of stone. And to your north is a stalagmite whose surface has been carved into very intricate patterns. And all of these intricate patterns appear to flow out from the wand held by the graven image of a gnome wizard that has been carved into the tower's doorway. High up, you see these little red lights that shine out from windows that have been carved into the hollow stalagmite, which contrast the dark blue hue of its stone. Barney, what do you do? Lawrence, your light is still turned on.
Oh.
I don't know if you intended to, but I imagine you did not.
Yeah, he did say he turned it off while descending. As to not be a giant beacon. As for what to do, Victoria would first just like to make sure that either there is like these here look like a mechanism to recall, you know, the cage if it goes up again.
You may presume that, yes.
I may presume, yes, but actually, well, I don't know how I would make sure of that, honestly. Does anything happen if we remove the pin from the cage once we've gotten out of it?
No.
Okay, that is good.
Pin removed then.
Yeah, like, alright, well, at least it looks like this will stay here for now. Which is good, because as far as we know, this is one of the only ways out of here. Well, it's probably other ways out, but we don't know where the fuck they are.
Yes, so let's keep an eye on this thing.
Yes.
And,
As for our next steps, well, we need information. We need to figure out roughly, well, honestly anything, but you can figure out roughly how many of these Ratmen there are, then, well, that would be good.
Well, I'm not sure they keep a census anywhere, but,
Well, no, that's doubtful. Maybe we can...
I can't edit my light level. I don't know why. Well, let me edit my token.
Access denied.
Alright. Here you go.
Could I, Amber, could I roll a perception check to see if anything...
Tokas, why did you change your token to be fucking tiny?
because you said it doesn't match the scale. Now it does.
Stop!
I mean, it does.
Sense.
It does, because this is how big Tokus is, but...
Whoa, hold on a moment. Hold on a
fucking
moment.
garden gnome, because that's the size he is now.
We're not giants. We're not as big as a house. I'm being in character, you know?
Wow,
You have
how
the
very in
manlet,
character
right?
of
And
you.
then you have the gnomelet, which is even smaller.
Yes. 1 cube picometer. Can't even see it.
Could I make a perception check? To see? No. Oh, God.
Let's go! Yeah, tiny gang. How do I make it centered?
You need to just
scale
adjust the scale.
Ratio.
Ratio plus L.
All right.
Yeah, could I make a perception check to see if I see anything moving in my genuine very far sight radius?
Sure.
This is +1. So that's 12.
Massive damage.
Yeah, there's movement in what appears to be the apartment section.
There's movement. I point at the apartment section.
You can't see the full. I was gonna say you can't see the full apartment section, but I honestly was not gonna make this map like 10,000 by 10,000 pixels just to make it work properly.
Can't believe you're not immersion ruined, destroyed,
No.
shattered.
Look how big Vittorio is still.
Well,
Yeah, look at you, Vittorio, trying to be all big and
I
shit.
haven't.
I made you this big. I made
Yeah.
you smaller.
Can't
Just not
believe
that small.
Yeah, I haven't touched my token, so
I know.
I don't want to hear any shit.
I wasn't giving you any.
No, that was the game.
No, I wasn't giving you any more.
Well, if Zarius points out that from over there, then Vittorio was about to say that, yeah, we should either check out the stalagmite tower thing or the apartment block. He's like, well, either we... I mean, I suppose we could try and check out the apartment blocks and see if we can overhear anything, but we can't get too close. And he like turns around, looks at Tokas, is like, I don't know if you can use that magic again, by the way.
Blinks.
To understand what they're saying.
Oh, yeah. I suppose I could, but I would need the classic 10 minutes.
And let's first also see why. Or let's first also check out what was moving. I just saw something moving. I don't know what yet.
Alright.
I'm going to tell you that you're no longer stealthy.
Yep.
Well, this is very sad.
I mean, Tokas cast a dead-ass spell.
Oh, yeah.
Went inside this noisy-ass elevator.
That is very true.
If that...
Do we want to re-hide? Re-stealth?
Might want to, yeah.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
This Lawrence turned off the light. Actually,
the hooded lantern, so I can just like take it down.
The light matters not a whole lot because you guys are just standing like straight out in the open.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why we should probably get
yeah.
like leaning against a wall or something.
Yes, let's try and quote-unquote re-stealth. That is allowed.
I will look at Lawrence and say, right, let me, give me a moment. Put a hand in my bag, pulls out a pair of goggles. Put these on. We don't want light to shine anywhere right now. These should help you out a bit.
Will this give me eye cancer?
No. What the fuck? No? They won't give you eye cancer. I mean, not that I think. I mean, the sun gives you eye cancer if you stare too long into it. Just put them on.
And will not put a will not put a thing on it that it will not give you eye cancer. He refuses. He will not take responsibility though.
Who?
Larsen.
Wait, hold on a moment.
I will neither confirm nor deny that it might give you eye cancer.
Wow.
Damn.
Says the spirit of Larsen appearing out of nowhere.
Well, I'm gonna die anyway, so we might as well.
Unfortunate. Alright. Let's stealth. Advantage. Oh, yeah, right. The cape.
Though it doesn't matter much.
Massive roll. I am so small, I look like a skate.
Tokas is like, yes, gnomish architecture, and then he just vanishes into a wall. It's like, wait,
what should
hold
I
on.
do? Turn it, like, arch back a little bit. Yes, Blackstone, yes. Now I look like a skate. No one can find me out.
Okay, let's Doompa 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 doo. 9 stealth. I'm stealthy.
Oompa doompa
Yikes.
doopity doo. I'm trying to stealth too.
Let's take a closer look.
Also waiting on Lawrence to roll.
Yeah, my sheet's just being a little odd. I don't know. Maybe it's because there's like stuff on the map. It's maybe making my thing break. But
Can always try to reload. Wow, a
nice.
17, a 23, and 2 9s. Well, you know, that's alright.
Now we just need a familiar to make another success, so we succeed in a skill challenge. Let's go.
Also, Gabe, now that you mentioned it, you did remind me that there is actually another person here.
Delphine.
Delphine.
Exactly.
A child.
Oh, you didn't bring child, alright?
Well, she was there.
She needs
Yeah,
XP.
I'm getting a bit more worried now, but alright.
It could be.
Oh,
Because she's
look
a
at
child.
that child. Oh, we just gone. Like,
A-
oh, look at that
actually,
gnomish
doing a
architecture.
little bit of,
Delphine comes in. Oh, that is pretty cool.
child endangerment.
Disappear, both of them.
Delphine
Why did
turns-
you roll the advantage?
'cause she also has a cloak. And
Yeah, but
Amber
it's-
never said it applied, but hey. But yes, it is. indeed.
Amber's wrong.
Yes, in this case, Amber is wrong. Cool.
Any noise coming from the apartment buildings?
Pardon?
Is there any noise coming from the apartment buildings?
There's some shuffling in some of the houses.
Is there squeaking?
Not particularly.
Squeak, squeak.
Don't hear any sounds that sound like language or speaking.
Okay.
Just shuffling.
As we get closer to quote unquote apartment blocks, can we try and figure out, not exactly, of course, but roughly how many like separate buildings or units or whatever there would be here, just in this particular very, very big apartment block? With a check, of course, if that is necessary.
Oh boy. Sure.
Well, I think it's a pertinent question to know roughly how many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you. I'm just gonna say I don't have an exact number, but sure, you can make a check.
No. That's why I said a rough number.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of check?
I don't know, general intelligence.
Alright.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vittorio.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I
man,
mean, you asked.
Okay.
You asked. You want this,
L
you know?
plus. Who the fuck asked?
I see.
Imagine getting ratioed by your DM.
Yeah. Not intelligence perception.
Sure.
Oh, it's intelligence deception.
Oh, why can't I change?
Charisma
Why?
perception.
Why can't I change the thing?
I don't know, but I guess you can roll your intelligence and add proficiency later.
Yeah, I'll have to do that because I think that sheet doesn't want to change the thingy anymore.
Yeah, we don't have skill customization.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. That's
Several dozen, Vittorio. That's a lot of apartments.
wow. Thank you, Amber. You're making me feel very. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Forget I asked.
I can't forget. It's already happened. Alright, what do you do?
Cry. No. I mean, we're just here to scout around, right?
Oh, damn, that is a spire and a half.
I actually have like 5 feet vision, and because each
Just
square
to-
is 10 feet, I can't actually
Yeah.
see anyone that's next to me.
To the left.
Just go to your token and get 60.
What?
Oh, you
I
can't edit your
apparently
token.
open my. Yeah.
Well, I guess you can use light. Oh no, you can't do that either.
Yeah. I mean, could you give me
You did.
Thank you. That's the party. Runs over.
Well, I know there's a passageway going down south. There's seems to be another block of apartments that way, and I point in this direction. There's a spire right there.
A spire? How big?
How big? It's pretty damn tall, right? Remember? How tall about?
100 feet.
Yeah, 100 feet is like, it's about 100 feet. I mean, I can't quite see the top of it. It's too far right now.
That's one large spire.
Pure black
remember?
steel.
It's pure
Shadow
black
steel. What am I saying?
Shadow
Black
steel.
steel. Shadow steel.
It's
I'm so
pure shadow.
tired.
It's pure.
Why are you so tired?
No, I'm not sorry. What? You're hearing voices.
Must be good, right?
Do we want to go inside, or do we want to take a look inside, or what do we do?
I mean, it seems that the residents are here, so I'm not sure paying a visit to a Ratman is exactly the thing to do.
Well, we can hardly say, yeah, we went down there and there are Ratmen in the city. Duh.
Well, what do they want us to do? Like, we can't really make out a number of exactly how many there are. We can look how many houses are here, but many must have died in the attack. Some might still be here and some might still be somewhere else.
I mean, we gotta keep looking around then if we're really taking a look.
Right, then let's get moving.
Curious where this path down south leads to.
Well, we could find out. This is warpstone, right, Ember? Blackstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. That's pretty big.
Yeah,
Imagine
it
making
is.
a golem out of that. Oh man. Imagine putting that in the fiend's arm. Oh man.
How to create. This is my DIY of how to turn orphans into Abaddon the Despoiler.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So here's how I made a Primarchs. First of all, you need
One lucky scoop
you need a
of
14-year-old
warp zone.
orphan
one
werewolf.
Luckiest scoop.
But that's how I made the Great Horn Rat.
Yeah.
Luckiest scoop and the most devious of licks. That's how the Great Horn Rat came to be.
Seems to be, it's just a passageway.
Well, it might lead somewhere important.
But if we go there, our escape is cut off. Tokas.
I suppose. I mean, I guess. But
Can
our
you not
job...
see it? It's not that far. Like, here.
No, sorry. So I didn't sell my soul to the devil. I can't see that far.
No, like, can you not see the wall right here? Like,
well, I can see the entrance. I don't see where it ends.
If we enter it and all the Ratmen come out, we're fucked.
Yeah. I'm saying that I agree, but we'll have to scout it at one point. Maybe not now.
Rats. Hold hands with Delphine.
I look at the child.
He looks at you. Yes.
I outstretch my hand. Can't see.
Do you need me to
The Lawrence isn't using the goggles.
Oh,
Take them
right.
back.
Yeah, no, I
Thank
forgot
you.
I had goggles.
Thank you. No,
Delphine will
no,
take your hand. It's
don't
okay, she
take it.
says. Looking at you with your silly goggles. She's like, it's okay.
They're really weird. Everything's green and my head hurts.
So we have a choice. Do we explore the cave or the rest of the cavern? Or like the pathway or the rest of the cavern? At this point,
actually,
either
I can adjust this.
way.
Hey, Amber, do we still have a trail of, like, that powder?
I mean, that's just it's just prevalent in this place.
Whoa.
Reload, Violet.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
No, I don't worry about it.
Each square is 20 feet now. Oh, nice.
Us
I
in
feel
the
that this is
basement
better.
of Fukushima, like,
I hate it. Now everything is even. Where is my range of 90 feet? Disgusting. Make
Too
it 30
bad.
right now.
It's just a map to represent things. Shut
Make
up.
it 30 right now.
But I'm gonna look at the group. He's like, either way, wherever we're going now, if the Ratman decide to come out, our escape has been cut off. Yeah, we all clear about that?
Yeah, great, amazing. I guess we can keep looking at the houses if we find anything important. There's like a lot of houses though.
We go towards the tower.
Wait, tower? Looks around.
Spire, tower.
Can you actually get in there? I haven't got to see it yet.
There's no, from what I've seen, there's no entrance, right? It's like a solid thing.
Literally told you that.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to go to the spire or the tower? It's just two different things.
Dude, there's a tower and a spire? What?
Yes,
that's
the
what we just
tower
said,
has
yeah.
the depiction of a gnome wizard
Yeah.
over its entrance, and the spire is just a shadow steel spire.
What?
Yeah.
I'm completely missed the existence of this tower.
Emma was describing. It's just like, yeah, so we gotta go.
where the good loot is. Let's go.
Yeah, then we go back up north. Be quiet.
I suppose. Or okay.
You see, Tokas, you're a gnome wizard. And thus,
I am.
it is and you tangentially related to the gnomes of this place, and as such, it is your right to pilfer the contents of this tower if it has any wizardry artifacts inside. Naturally.
Links. Is that how it works? I don't think that's how law works. Even though I'm not sure Ratmen have laws about this sort of stuff.
Don't worry. We'll kill the Xenos menace.
The what?
Sorry, that was a strange thing to say.
Hold on a moment.
Way, Tokas.
Move time. I will keep writing it in my pocket so that my mind is shielded from enemy intrusion. Maybe he can tell me if he smells something weird. I've lost Lawrence. Where is he?
He is somewhere over here.
I'm trying to move myself, but I'm lagging about.
All right.
This is where is this the tower or is that the tower?
This is the tower.
That
That is a huge construction of crystal.
Okay, yeah, so it is this, yeah.
This is the tower.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is Patrick.
Lucas, you can read.
I thought all of you could. Okay, never mind.
Well,
Turns around.
I can read.
Go weird, Zaris.
I can read, just, you
Black.
know.
Your the curly, rowlish writing reads as follows: The Tower of Spectacles.
Tower of Ember, this is a mandatory history check that you're asking from me, right?
Am I?
Yeah. You
Okay.
are. You're asking me a lot here. May I look out? Smart play. May I use my Artificer's lore? If this is considered a device, an object, or a magic item.
Sure, you can roll history.
Let's go, baby. That is horrible, but it's a 12.
I mean, it's not great.
Thank you. I appreciate your negativity. Well, thank you. I know it's not great. I'll do my best.
Many of Gnome, no matter where they are born in the world, loves to display their expertise. Whether it be the arcane, the alchemical, or the mechanical. These musea of inventions, oft working ones, are something that you would find in many of Gnomish settlement, a place to come together, to discuss, to inspire, to instigate rivalries, or to make others just a little bit jealous of that thing that you did that they did not.
Wheeze. Well, if it's left untouched, it might be very good. I don't think they just left it here. It's supposed to be a museum, like an exposition. You just go in here, pull out your polymorphic Wolverine arm and showcase it to the rest of the village, and everyone will look at you in envy and other sort of negative feelings because you did it and no one else did. It's sort of like an exposition. Usually you have a lot of items produced by gnomes and shown off to other gnomes. Probably everything is pilfered. I suppose you can go and take a look.
Alternatively, this is a place where the Skaven have then, in turn, used to decorate with stuff that they have pilfered.
I suppose if their culture is similar to Gnomish, or if they took upon said thing.
Of course.
Right,
There's no
well,
link to knowing all Xenos are the same anyway.
I take it that we wish to enter?
That's really dependable, but yeah, why not?
Yes.
If there's any sort of magic on, well, whatever entrance there is.
Look, Azarius, it will take me 10 minutes. Wanna get the honor?
Why would it take you 10 minutes to enter this building? We can just go in now.
No, it will take me 10 minutes to see if there's magical traps on the door.
No,
Likely.
you can do the entire chanting for 10 minutes thing while I try to keep myself hidden. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, sometimes you really... Never mind.
Yes.
Sometimes I really want to not die when we're in the middle of a weird Ratman city.
Sometimes you don't listen when I say that I could take 10 minutes, but I would prefer if you didn't and did instead of me. See, has a whole different meaning, the sentence now. Now please, take a look.
It doesn't work the same.
Luckily not detect magic. Like,
Well,
Not
how
the
does
time.
it work?
Let's move ahead.
Just either open it or take 10 minutes. I can, like, if you want me to tell you that the door feels weird, I can do it, but
All right.
I will guarantee you when he points at where the spire is, I will just fucking puke.
All right.
Astute observation. He's learning.
So we gotta just... Fine, I can open it or try to. I'm not gonna sense things.
All right then, Amber. This door is just a normal ass door. Has a handle.
The double door.
Double door. Okay.
It's a grand entrance.
Okay. Victoria will do a cursory listen around first, if I may.
Sure.
All right. It's a whopping 7 as I listen around.
And we're on a roll today.
It's very quiet.
Yeah, it's very quiet. All right.
Don't even hear Delphine. She's just faded from this world.
Understandable.
We hear a beatboxing rat.
Unfortunately, no.
Isn't rat again?
Wow.
Damn.
All right. Yeah, Victoria just remarks that it's like, well, I can't really hear anything around, outside or inside. So let's just get inside. And he will put a hand on, I guess, the leftmost double door.
Okay.
Gives it a slight push to see if I have no idea if it's a push or pull.
I mean, the door will open, but it takes more than a slight push.
Yes, but
They're really heavy doors.
He's doing a slight push to see if anything, if it budges. If it doesn't, he will pull.
It does.
Okay, it budges, then he will push. Can I make a... I don't fucking know, strength, stealth check, or sleight of hand strength, or athletics, dexterity, to try and make it as quiet as possible?
Your strength sleight of hand.
Strength sleight of hand, here we go. Oh great, my sleight of hand is set to int. I won't be able to change that in a long time, I guess. Then it is just a pure strength check. Well, that's at least good.
Say I'd help, but I don't have sleight of hand. I'm not Morensian.
Yes, I don't have sleight of hand
Alright.
either.
Door opens.
Okay.
Second time.
Entering. Oh, I need that sheet. I need another one. Alright. It is evident that the building behind the doors has suffered. It has fallen into ruin. But the sprawling structure once contained centuries of knowledge, of art, and of progression. Paintings that would have depicted great moments in their history, venerable figures, and abstract ideas have fallen into tatters or rotten away in the slightly damp conditions of this cave, and without anyone to restore them. Around the outside of the spacious inner chamber, you can see that there are stairwells. There's a stairwell that has been created out of floating stone slabs that ring all the way around to another floor. Can each of you roll me a d10?
Yes, I can. 1d10. Bam.
Re-roll doubles,
2.
5.
1.
I assume only the players are rolling and not Delphine as well.
Re-roll Delphine's rolling as one as well. And I also need Lawrence to roll one.
Alright.
Wow, 1, 2, 3.
Just not 4.
Yeah, we're missing the 4.
Alright. As you step into the tower, you're met with a number of odd exhibits. Immediately to your right, Zarius, you see 3 large metal vats that hold a blue liquid, a red liquid, and a yellow liquid.
Large metal vats. A red, a blue, and yellow. Okay. And look at it closer for a moment.
There is a tiny plaque and the plaque only reads in a curly handwriting in Rowlish, so I think only Togas might be able to read it.
Yes, I can read this.
Discernment.
Discernment.
But Tokas only has a moment to read this plaque for you because he is distracted by the sound of something swishing past through the air.
Oh no, my ADHD.
As a tiny model airship chugs along through the sky.
What?
In a circle around the room.
What? Airship that flies. How big is it?
It's 2 feet long.
I could stand on it. I could be the new Silver Surfer.
Here comes the
Can I roll like a history or a Tinkerstool check to try and recognize like the model of the ship, or if I've ever seen something like this before?
You've never seen an airship before.
Ah, damn right.
They don't have airships in Etharis.
Wait, I thought Burek had some. Hold on, what the hell is this? Look at it. It's a flying ship. Can I try to grab it?
You want to try to jump and try to grab it out of the air because it's flying over your heads.
Damn. Can I get my moth to do it?
Your moth
Yeah.
can land on it.
Moth attack.
Fuck.
Like a miniature scale, like a giant moth attacks airship.
Mothra.
Yeah,
Let-
Mothra, exactly.
Let them fight.
Exactly, let them fight. I guess I'll ask Victoria, because he's like 7,000 feet tall.
Not that tall, but yes. What do you say?
Look at Victoria say, Victoria, can you grab that thing? I've never seen a flying ship. I want to take
Victoria's
a
only
close
like
look at it.
8 foot.
He's like distracted by something, and he's like, what flying shit? Looks up.
That, it's a flying ship. I wonder if it would actually work on a larger scale.
Can't say I've seen something like
Proof
that.
of concept.
Or,
What did?
Amber, is it like midway up the tower, or is it just above our heads?
Just above your heads.
Am I able to try and grab it?
When it comes past, you can try to grab it, yeah.
Alright, I will do so.
Alright, you snatch it out of the sky. Do you feel like it's still trying to, like, move?
It's exactly what he says as he's trying to hand it to Token. It's like, yeah, this thing is still moving, by the way.
Blinks. Right? I guess give it to me, I'll try to turn it off.
He's like, it's like he's holding, I don't fucking know, like a big goose or something that's just trying to get away. Except it's, you know, it's not wriggling as much, but yes, it's trying to just get away. It's like, alright, yeah, try and figure out, maybe you can turn it off or something.
I will be smart. Take, hold on. What's this thing called? Guess I'll take a bedroll. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
What?
You know how you like you put cover over something that flies so it can't fly away and you keep it there. I'll just use the bedroll to cover the ship and push it down on the ground because I imagine it's a lot harder to keep it in place for me than Vittori.
I mean, it's not powerful enough to keep flying while it's got in inside of a bedroll.
Great.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished with brains. Let's go.
There's just liquids here.
Delphine is standing behind you, Vittoria, and says, "What's this?"
I look at Delphine. Is he holding something in her hand?
Yes!
Oh no.
Delphine is holding a Nerf gun in her hands.
Excuse me?
Okay, that's not exactly it. Wait. I think. Can I get a picture of this? Oh, that looks a little bit. That looks a little bit too much. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's sure. We'll go. Oh my god. That looks like a little bit too much for me. But
I'm just waiting for this image to see if she's holding a death ray or something in her hand.
A laser gun.
Hey, you guys played Black Ops 2 too?
Oh god. No, it's actually just a las gun that she's wielding.
Of course.
No, she's not wielding a las gun, but no, that doesn't look right. Sure, we'll go with this. This is not exactly right, but we'll find another image later. Delphine is holding a gun. It appears to be a harpoon gun of some sort.
Oh, so it's the gun and not a pistol. It's like a rifle.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a harpoon. It's a harpoon gun.
Al looks at it like, can I?
What you got there?
I found it there, she says, pointing at like a mounted wall thing, like a mounted wall plaque.
Can I make a history check or something? Because I know Vittorio knows what a harpoon gun is. I don't think he's ever had to use one himself.
But you know what a harpoon gun is? It's just, this looks like a very strange
Okay. He's like
gnomish take on a harpoon gun.
Yeah, he's like, well, it kind of looks like a harpoon gun. Well, don't know much about the design. Well, you usually use those underwater, really. Try and catch things. You don't have to use them underwater, of course. You know, if you're hunting something that's trying to get away from you, that's pretty good. Well, if that's still functioning, that's a very good find, kid.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Well, we can look into it properly later. I've been considering trying to find someone who sells something like that in the future. Didn't have time in Ostoya, sadly. But yeah, it was a good find.
Okay. She goes back and puts it on the plaque.
Oh, he's like, well, I mean, we can probably take it with us, is what I meant.
Oh, I thought you meant we have to look at it later. She
Well,
takes it off the plaque again.
Like, yeah, look at it later properly to, you know, see if that it works and full of that, but let's take it with for now. Did, he, like, looks over at the plaque, and then he's like, looks towards Tokas, who's struggling. Well, no, he's not struggling, because the thing stopped flying. He's like,
Toka's beating a fucking bedroll.
God damn. He's like, Tokas, if I'll make sure the thing doesn't fly away. Could you, tell me what it says on that plaque over there? And he nods towards where Delphine picked up the thing.
Yeah. Oh, what is that? Oh, no. Go back. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, sorry. Tosses the bedroll at Vittorio. Boom, 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 boom. That is a nice find. Is that an harpoon gun?
Yeah, I guess gnomish make. But yeah, there's a plaque over there. Might shed some light.
Look at the plaque. What does it say?
Confirmed to have pierced the hide of Tarak the Terrible. 4.5 feet wide. 35,000 pounds. 75 feet long.
Could I roll a history check on the name of Tarak the Terrible?
If you would spend any time whatsoever in the library, I would have said yes.
Of course, I literally lived my life in a library, man. I don't know.
You don't spend any time, but you've not spent any time at all in the
I
library in the
literally lived,
Enclave.
30 years in the library. I've read every book in existence.
I'm going to say that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have literally existed only between books. Right, I have no idea what this thing is. It's probably an eel, or like a big, long monster.
If Tokas tells us this, can someone who's
No, it's states.
can't
Can't tell.
library.
Yeah.
Make a roll, because both Darius and Vittorio have been there.
Please, Mrs.
Or is
Mrs.
this
Dean.
or was this a yes, a gnome could if he spent time in the library?
No. I mean, he's a gnome, but he's not from this region of the
I know.
world at all, so...
I know.
So we good?
Yeah, that's literally what I just said.
You can roll.
Nice. Let's see if I actually have a good roll this session.
No. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh! Okay. Alright.
I can't believe your dice literally stopped. I'm so upset right now.
Juked, reroll.
Well, at least someone remembers, and that's the important thing. Or well,
In your search
That is
of
incredible.
giant... Wow, that's very good, Gabe.
What do
In
you
your
mean?
search for creatures of giant proportion, few are as giant of proportion as creatures known as purple worms.
I am like,
Purple worms have spent eons turning black claw into a Swiss cheese, worming their way.
Castanellan cheese.
Castanella and cheese moment. I don't think Castanella would be one of the neutral parties in the war, but yeah. They, like any other monstrosity, too, are drawn to the mountain. And some are worse than others. Terag was one such worm. Though sightings of Terag have not been confirmed in well over 3 centuries. Only time will tell.
I will tell this information to the party. And then just kind of like sweat if I could.
But you know, if you ever come across a tunnel that's about 4.5 feet wide, you might just find yourself in like the in an artificial tunnel made by purple worms.
Yeah, I'm sure we didn't pass any of such tunnels on the way over here during those 2 days.
Yeah, why don't you look at that tunnel in the south?
Victoria's response to this is he's like, "Aw. Right, well, let's hope that we don't have to use that harpoon gun if we come across a purple worm."
Yeah. What if...
I'd say it's the last thing we want to do if we come across a purple worm. Or maybe it's a harpoon gun of purple worm slaying.
Yeah, I was about to say perhaps it's the first thing we want to do after running. Maybe the second thing.
Depends.
Well, either way, the gun itself is a very good find.
Yeah, that is true. I agree.
Lauren, something else has drawn your attention.
Oh yeah, what did I find?
Sitting on a series of small pedestals underneath little glass domes are 4... Well, it's a certified menagerie. There are 4 small mechanical creatures. One of them appears to be an articulated worm.
Purple worm?
Articulated worm?
It's...
What is the difference between an articulated worm and an unarticulated worm?
It means that it has segments so it can move. That's what articulation means.
Well, I see. In this context.
The worm itself looks almost... It's either made out of a metal that's already this color. It's almost like... I would compare it to like anodized metal. As it is shining with a purple color.
Oh, it's a purple worm.
Second creature. It looks rather peculiar. It is a bit of a cyany blue color. It has 6 legs, 4 of which it seems to use. It is propped up on, and 2 which end in large claws. Its entire body is segmented or plated, or that might just be a design choice. But from its face come these little tentacles.
A jewel.
The
Amber, make the
last
noise.
2
Make the jewel noise, please.
pay me.
Every time you run a jewel encounter, I'm deeply amused.
Last 2 creatures are identical in nature. They look almost like large. They almost look like large ants with like bulbous but spiny backside. 6 legs, tipped with claws, and a large alien-looking face that almost broadens out towards. With that, with large pincers.
What's it called? Ankeg? Yeah. Be an Ankeg?
Yes.
Yes! I love this. It's like, who's that Pokemon before the monster manual?
There are 2 Ankegs, a purple worm, and a Chul.
And a...
Yes. Underneath domes. Each of them are tiny clockwork wind-up creatures.
They are so... So they're not automatons.
I mean, an automaton is another version of basically a clockwork creature. It's this one. It's powered via wind-up.
Whining on that shit for 30 days to make it move. Those are very interesting. Probably not powered by black coil, seeing as... Well, it's kind of weird. Blackstone is literally everywhere.
But the gnomes were here before the Blackstone came.
Well, I'm not...
Well, no,
not
sorry,
sure.
not before the Blackstone came. They were here before the Shadow Steel came. The Shadow Steel is what caused them to become Skaven.
Blinks. What?
That's what I'm assuming anyway.
Well, I didn't make the connection that the Ratmens are...
Actually, no, sorry, Lawrence wouldn't think that because they were here for when the angels descended, which was after the Shadow Steel came, which was before the Shadow Steel came, so they would have technically have been here.
Okay, alright.
As Skavens.
Mario.
Yes.
A final thing that you find in a dark and dusty corner is a strange polyhedral shape affixed to mechanical spider legs.
Please, it's a fucking Modron. Please.
If you've ever seen a complex virus, that is exactly what it looks like.
Ooh, that's cool.
What the fuck?
Oh, like that.
Like a
Alright.
weird little thing, yeah, like.
In a dusty corner.
Mm-hmm.
He like wipes away some dust, tries to look for any kind of plaque, but I don't know if there is one.
There's a tiny inscription on the bottom.
Which I can't read. I'm like,
No.
Tokaz, do you mind giving this a read as well?
It's like darting from a flying ship to a harpoon gun to automatons to another thing. It's like, yeah, okay, all right, zoom.
In Rylish, it only says one word, Tokas. It says follow.
Hey, look at this thing. Can I make a Tinkerstool check or a history check to figure out what this thing is supposed to be? Because I get wind up insectoids, but this is like a weird shape on legs.
Has mechanical legs, and then this like milky, like this milk glass colored polyhedral shape at the top.
I look at it like, I try to say follow in Rowlish, I suppose.
Which? The automaton, or still life.
Blinks.
First, like, wait, what?
And then it goes, bing! As the alchemical light globe begins shedding light.
Vijoris is gonna try and throw
I pull
his
my bedroll.
bedroll. God damn it! Vijoris is gonna try and put his cloak
Throws the
over it.
bedroll with the fucking ship over it.
Yeah, with the ship inside it and like the bottom of the thing.
Little spider is just like stands still underneath the bedroll, probably sagging under its weight.
I say random things like unfollow, turn off, stop, seize right now.
Cease and desist.
Meanwhile,
Followed. Wheeze.
yeah, as Tokas is doing that, Vijoris is like, okay, well that's right. No, okay, that's great. That's big source of light. Hope no one saw that. I don't know.
Like when you threw the globe over, like when you threw the bedroll over it, and the thing like caved in on itself, the light went out.
Wait.
Hold on a moment. Oh well, that was unexpected. What the fuck is this thing?
It's an automaton.
I suppose, like a lamp automaton. Like a
None of you are attuned to this automaton, but it's still turned on.
Oh, it's still turned on.
I mean, it turned on when you said the word, yeah.
Can I say the word? What if I say the word again? Does it turn off?
I don't know, like, do you leave it underneath the bedroll?
Well, go under the bedroll with it, like you're having a
I will like
party.
sneak underneath the cloak. I'll look at it. I whisper, "Follow."
Blinks back on. Standing at attention.
But it's emitting light.
What?
It's still emitting light, right?
Yes, it immediately begins emitting light.
Okay, I'll try unfollow then.
Yes, maybe just say follow again.
I guess I can say follow again.
It turns off.
Alright, okay. Nice, cool, great. Sneak out. Right? Simpler than I thought. This is fucking weird. I never heard of a automaton that makes light. I mean, it's simple, but alright. Gnomes are dark vision. Why would they make this? Anyways.
They have a brighter source of light. You can't see perfectly in total darkness, after all.
I suppose. Maybe
Darius
use
looks.
some other lampposts on the wall.
Get out of here.
Tokas,
Yes.
I know you can't see the colors, but I can. Do you have vials? There's this vats with red, blue, and yellow liquid. For you, they're probably like all different grays, but there's red, blue, and yellow.
Yes. Yeah. I only see gray. Yeah. So what's
Maybe
that?
it's paint.
I don't know. I'm gonna put the bottom of my quarterstaff in it, like the butt.
It's not like a solid color like paint is. It's more like dilution juice color, you know.
No, I put the butt of my quarterstaff in it. In each
Nothing
one.
happens. Okay.
Okay, so it's not acid. That's good.
Blinks.
It didn't attack me. That's good.
Maybe it's
Okay.
potions.
I mean, do you have some vials that we could scoop this up in? Are there any vials around here? Anything?
No.
Because these are like large vats, right? That's what you described.
They're large fats, yes.
Yeah.
But
Let's
no,
drink
there
it
are no
and find
vials
out.
around.
I don't know what this is though. Stumble there. Read the plaque.
That's discernment. You told me that a bit ago.
Right, yeah. My head filled with thoughts. Discernment. Could I make a quick alchemy check to try and make out what this is? Based on Zaris's description of the colors.
I would say if you took some time to experiment.
Doesn't sound like we have some time. How big are these things?
The vats, like oil drums.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, just very big.
Well, I can take some samples and bring back home. I don't think they're making barrels of potions.
Gargantuan potion of healing.
Yeah, it's more like a barrel of healing. You just toss someone in there and they resurrect.
Yeah, but that's why I want to see if there's some vials.
Well, I have vials, but I'm not sure the quantity they will bring back is gonna be enough to use anything. Unless
Lawrence has
invest in-
4 on him, empty holy water bottles. So if you want, you can.
Are you
scoop
just
up one
walking with
each.
empty bottles around?
Yeah, because
No,
you
if you
guys
need them, I
filled them
paid
up
for
with
this.
stuff.
Ah, fair.
Yeah, normally I just hand them off to you guys. You use them, and then I get less vials. But then, like, I buy more vials of filled up holy water, and then I gain more vials back. So it's
Imagine
constantly being
selling
replenished.
holy water bottles for 25 euros
This
each.
is a vial economy.
Vial account.
Yeah.
And I
Well-
am the sole distributor, pretty
Oh.
much.
I'll basically if you offer, I'll use a vial. I guess my hand will touch it. I don't know if anything else happens.
No.
But I'll grab a vial of red, blue, and yellow liquid.
Alright, you have 3 vials.
No,
Red, blue, and yellow.
not a moment.
What?
Red, blue, and yellow like the moons?
Yeah. I think. Is it? Is it like the
it
moon?
is. Nectimus, Pram, and Solimar. Pram is yellow.
I
Solimar
more mean, is it the color like the moon's? Not like. Is
yeah.
it?
I mean, the moons are red, blue, and yellow. Zarya's.
Yeah. But does the color?
Do you honestly think that you can get the exact same color as the moon in every?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, but I just want.
You haven't seen the moon in like weeks. You've seen none of the moons in weeks.
Oh, that is
What do they even
fair.
look like?
Vials, red,
But yeah, they have these
yellow,
colors.
and blue liquid.
Right,
No,
well,
he has primary colors.
I'll test them out
yeah,
when we
that'll-
get back.
Yeah. Well, let's continue. Is there a way up or anywhere?
Yeah, there's the pedestals, the floating
Isn't
pedestals.
considering like this is considering that like these exhibitions are spread around
Yeah.
3 floors. It appears that the 4th floor that may have been there is collapsed. There's like this huge geode that is like lodged into the ceiling, preventing you from going any further up into the tower.
Wow.
Damn, we just need to move the geode, of course.
And this was all we could find about?
I mean, if you want to take more time, you can continue to look into things.
How much time do we take with this?
Like half an hour.
Ooh, that has been a while.
Yeah.
I think we should.
He says after it's already been 2 days.
Well,
since
no.
you got here.
In context of how long we've been down here.
Yeah, in this area, like this city like structure where there's clearly other things.
This undercity.
Exactly.
No
Like,
one's...
we could always look at it if we notice it's safe, but we should continue.
Yeah, we
Amber, I add the good boys to my inventory.
Very well.
We should yeah, we can't really find anything else here except these exhibits, and yeah, we should keep looking around for well, we need to find something something we can bring back information wise.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we could try one of those other tunnels. But we have no fucking clue where it will end up.
I don't think Delphine can carry this harpoon gun.
How much does it weigh?
21 pounds.
Yikes.
Do I have enough? That's quite easy to find out. You just do this. Let's put a weight on this momentarily.
I need to get rid of 5 pounds, and then I have enough, which means I need to get rid of my climber's kit, really, and then I can carry it. But
No, why did this not update?
Why are there no icons for vehicles?
I'm just gonna do.
Oh, actually, she can carry this, I think. Oh, no, wait.
Okay.
She cannot.
Let's do 20. Nope, if I did that, I would be over. Well, that is a bit unfortunate. Do I have anything unnecessary on me? I mean, I did move on.
can you carry 5 pounds?
5 pounds should be fine.
Do you want to carry the dragon heart for me?
Sure, I will.
No.
Put it in your pocket?
I will.
Yeah. No, yeah. Victoria's like, I can make the room for it. Bottom of the backpack.
Then I will hand you that. Then I will also hand you my pouch of ball bearings.
What is Delphine carrying this way so much?
Probably a shovel.
Yeah.
Why did you give her a shovel? She's underground in a fucking rock tunnel.
Well, Amber, because I have not handled her equipment in a while, because she's not actively been doing stuff with us. But the shovel is
12 pounds.
Shovel is most likely then at the tower, which is minus 5 pounds.
I really don't know what weighs so much in her inventory.
I also don't imagine she's going around in her fine clothing.
Oh, this quiver weighs 20 pounds?
What?
Oh, is it counting each individual arrow or something stupid?
Quantity of 20 quivers. I hate it here.
I see. 20 quivers.
Ah, yeah, that is
20 quivers. That'll do it.
Wise.
God damn.
that is a
I know
lot.
she's stupid, but like, come on.
Wow.
Don't be fucking nasty. What the fuck?
Hashtag support Delphine in her idiocracy.
It's difficult.
So Delphine can carry it?
She can carry. She doesn't have to
Okay.
carry 20 quivers.
So this
Instantly,
is
she drops
uh,
19
Alright.
quivers.
You can take
I
the
can
stuff
carry
back
it.
then.
Yeah, this is like
Cyrus
me
takes
when
his
I
equipment
But I
back.
need
after this come
arrows.
out, like, damn.
You say I need these arrows. Oh man.
He
Where
notices
are these
it.
arrows?
Delphine and her 200 arrows.
It's like it's yeah. It's just like what's it called? Yeah, she just has 20 quivers strapped to herself. It's basically made an armor out of quivers at this point.
You guys won't give me armor. I have 10 AC.
She has one more AC for each
She has
quiver
10
over the 10
AC, guys. Just 10 AC. This is very sad.
Every quiver I strap to
Uh,
myself adds half AC.
This
Everyone
reminds me of
just says
that D&D
Delphine
story
the
of like the guy that like realized rope and whatnot has like an AC, so he wrapped
Yeah.
himself in like rope.
God.
Oh,
Why
but he
are
was
we
like,
not
yes,
doing
I have an AC of 19, and then the DM set him on fire.
Yeah.
But your
Well,
armor also has 5 HP.
That's also true.
Well, then I.
That's why he wrapped multiple ropes around him.
Ah,
Let me
yeah.
quickly get a drink while you guys are discussing rope
Yeah.
armor.
Why don't you
Oh,
make an
okay.
armor made of manacles or chain?
Yeah,
So
back.
it's even better.
Oh
heavy.
yeah.
It's very heavy though. Like
Well, you know, just be an Ulcani with 22 strength.
Also, I don't know if the AC is.
I think chain is like an AC of 17 or 20.
Cyrus just takes a moment to look at this heart that's been good for like a month without preservation.
I mean, you took it out of the manifestation of a shadow being. I don't think you really need to worry about that.
It's not worry. It's more like, wow, it's still good.
oh. It doesn't say chain even has an AC.
What are we gonna do with
It just has a strength
the beacon
to
automaton, by the way?
break out of it.
I mean, that's if you would like to take it with, you can.
Yeah.
Out of character and in character, I imagine that most of the stuff down here is interesting to TaleCast.
I will have you know, yes, but
Yeah.
I also am like, how the fuck are we're gonna turn this thing off?
Well, I mean, it is turned off right now.
Yeah, but how do we move it?
Oh, that is a good question.
Because if I want to follow me, but I can't, you know.
How
yeah,
much does it weigh? Because like Shelly weighs 15 pounds.
Anyone has like a blanket or like a spare coat?
I
always
have a
does.
blanket and a bedroll on me.
A blanket. Well, easy peasy then. We'll just wrap the blanket around the head of this thing.
Well, if that manages to prevent all of the light coming out, then that works. But we should probably try that before setting off with it.
Yes, of course.
Otherwise, depending on how much it weighs, you know, we can always try and carry it. Have a little bit of space left, but not much, as we now have a dragon sleeping up there. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take Misfortune in the lead line box with me again, because yes.
So then the DM decided to give you more loot to carry, and you were like, I'm impoverished. I am struggling.
I really
word
just need a bag of
problems.
holding, man. We need a bag of holding so hard.
Flesh pouch.
Flesh pouch.
No, flash. I'm gonna try and buy a bag of holding. You can take the buy magic item downtime, right?
I don't know. Can you?
Yes.
I don't know if you could do that in the Enclave.
I mean, the Enclave might be a good place because there's like adventurers that come in and sell shit all the time, right?
That's a good point.
Question is how.
They might only want it for exchange, though. If I was an adventurer and like at the Enclave, I would definitely want it for exchange if I already had one, for example, or was it useful?
Yeah, I mean, it always depends.
If you think about it, right, Amber isn't the only DM in our own world, so all these other adventuring parties have their own DM. And if they give out a bag of holding, they're not going to give out a second bag of holding.
That's
that
really
is
true.
yeah,
Well,
that's
maybe they
true.
died. You know, many times, like the bazaar has shit that belonged to adventurers that
Yeah,
died.
the other DMs they died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Now, Amber's
But-
just the latest generation. She's like Doctor Who, you know?
Oh,
It's the whole
Like the
reincarnation.
13th
my
reincarnation.
I see.
We need to have her say tongue and see how she pronounces it.
God.
Say tongue.
Or like anytime
say
something
tongue.
like bad happens, she just fucking laughs.
What?
You
Say
guess that?
tongue, Amber.
Why?
'Cause she's like
Why
an
are you?
alien.
Amber,
Say
can you
tongue.
can you please say tongue?
You know anything in your
Why are
mouth?
you-
Say it. How do you call it?
What have you guys been talking about?
How do you call it? Come on.
It's important for us to know.
Say,
How
Amber.
do you say tongue?
Tongue.
Tongue.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, it's better.
Did that sound sus or not?
Nah,
don't
you know,
think
No, I
it's
think
more
that-
sus if it goes tongue.
Yeah, that is true.
That's more sus. I think it's passable.
What?
Okay, yeah, no. Okay, we agree.
About what?
That's for us to know.
You have to check the stream afterwards.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
you'll have to check our VOD.
I'll have to stop session right now
Oh, okay. That's
so I can
fair.
watch the video on demand.
Oh,
Disappointed.
Yeah,
Now
you
we can
see,
go a little
we're
bit longer.
streaming live. If only you
Yeah.
watched us on twitch.tv.
Damn, if only I had.
that is true. Amber, Tokas had an idea, and that idea was to wrap some cloth around the lovely head of the glowy automaton, and then say follow and see if the cloth is enough to obscure the light.
Yeah, we've got a blanket.
What kind of blanket?
Ask
Depends.
Lauren.
My blanket.
Lawrence's
It's a blanket I got when I first started. I've taken it through me through thick and thin.
It's a
What does it
Gregorian
weigh?
type of blanket made of like a hard leather. It
3
doesn't
pounds. It's in
cold
my
at all.
inventory.
It's
Don't like that laugh.
I
That's
imagine
kind
that
of
this thing is like it's just gonna like drag its head on the ground now because it weighs too much.
The thing is, if things weigh too much, it like sinks through its legs and it can't walk. And if it can't walk, it immediately stops fucking glowing.
I
A
see.
blanket is too heavy for this thing.
This thing was 3 pounds according to
Yeah.
the lore.
I mean, this
3
thing-
pounds? What?
Yeah. It's a full person blanket.
It's a full-person blanket. Like imagine,
Oh no! okay,
imagine.
sorry, I thought the automaton weighed 3
Oh.
pounds. I was like, what the fuck is this? Alright.
Imagine this tiny creature underneath a big blanket, and it's trying to walk while the blanket is on top of its head.
This room looks wacky as fuck. There's a tiny flying ship trying to get out of a bedroll, and there's a weird octopus emitting a light trying to crawl underneath the blanket.
Oh my god.
To be fair, we kind of match
Yeah,
the
that is
party
true.
and the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Amber, to make things slightly easier than maybe, if Victoria picks it up, roughly how much does it weigh? The automaton, not the blank.
I should have a thing.
20,000 kilos.
What do you call this thing? Okay, but how much does it weigh?
180 pounds.
It weighs 1 pound.
1 pound.
What?
All right.
Listen, 3. What?
Well, the
How
blanket.
small is
The
this
blanket
thing?
weighs 3, so it's...
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's literally just a light bulb on tiny legs.
Oh, I thought it was like like small size, like
No.
all the other automatons.
Chris,
No.
in mechanical terms, I assume it's effectively a chemical drift globe that has
It's
legs.
100% an alchemical
Yeah.
drift globe.
Yeah, that's what
That
I
will
think.
follow you within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Within 10 feet of you. If you
That
tell
is
it
so cool.
follow in Rowlish.
Yeah, I can even carry that. I got 1 pound of space.
Okay. Puts it
Only
in his,
1 pound of space.
puts it in his backpack and it like wobbles a bit as he almost falls over. He's like, no, it's fine.
If he falls over, the fucking thing breaks, but it doesn't matter. I can carry it.
He's just walking around normally, puts one light bulb in his backpack,
God
hit
damn.
by 50 times the gravity of Earth.
Just become female, lol. Then you're not affected by gravity.
Oh,
Hold
I
on.
see. Well,
Of course.
with the automaton carriage sorted, yes, I think we decided that we should try and possibly check out one of the other tunnels, even though we don't really know where the fuck they go.
Let's go.
Because yes, if sure, we could always take more time to look around in this tower, but we're just gonna find more old gnomish things, presumably, and not anything about the actual rat people that are here.
What tunnels?
Oh, wasn't there like a tunnel here
Down
that
near this tunnel.
Zarius mentioned? Or is that
I mean,
not?
yes, there is a tunnel there, yeah.
Okay.
Or let's. Do we want to first just kind of make a circle so we've seen the entire thing?
We might as well.
Okay, then we go this way.
Scouting party.
Let's go.
Amber, do we need to roll new stealth since we've been
Oh yeah, that might be. I think.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't help you at all while you're out in the open. I want you to know, the only thing you're doing is trying to keep quiet.
No, we
but,
are invisible. We are like
anyone with eyeballs can see you.
No, they can't. I rolled 23
And-
on natural 20 on stealth. I am literally unseen. I am invisible as per the invisibility spell.
Of course.
Damn, that sounds kind of like hacks. If I have to be very honest.
Hacks? No. The dev console has always been open the entire time. I don't know what you're talking about. See, I'm stealthing. I'm stealthing around the rocks. I'm stealthing right now. Look.
Oh wait, is that a staircase?
Warren,
Yeah.
there's a giant, golden, glowing building in front of you.
I look at it.
It looks like it is made out of these columns of quartz that have been fused together, and then they were carved out and turned into a massive building. And there's very little doorways for gnomes, and has windows higher up, and they all glow with this beautiful amber light.
This is
Actually, you should have a little bit.
Am I looking at an elephant's foot right now?
What?
Elephant's foot.
I know what you mean, but
if it was green, maybe, but I think this is just quartz and stuff.
Yeah, I hope it's not fucking black, so because then we were already dead.
Yeah, we would have been dead in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Can I determine what the purpose of this building is? Besides being very pretty. Is it I don't know, some kind of center of...
It may have been it could have been like a village hall, like a central building. It's certainly very central in this cavern, as far as you've been able to tell.
Can I don't know, make some kind of perception check to see if I see any iconography or anything of particular interest regarding this building?
On the outside, it honestly holds very little in terms of decorations. It seems that they've gone for a very natural look.
I wonder what this is for. Looks large. The crystals, I'm not sure what they are.
Do they need to have a meaning?
I'm not sure, maybe, might be a stretch, but you see there's a certain gem-tooth guy. And this whole palace is made of gems.
We could go in, but that's dangerous.
Yes, it might be very dangerous, I agree.
Yeah, we could, Yeah, no, I don't know. Might indeed be too dangerous.
Well then, let's leave it for dessert, I suppose. Let's keep on looking.
Dessert? What?
I assume he means keep it as the last thing we do.
Yeah, it's a figure of speech.
Oh, look, there's another tunnel.
Well, I guess this place is inviting us to get into a tunnel.
Which was like, well, is it 4.4 feet across or bigger?
No, it's bigger.
Well, I suppose that's good at least.
Also, there's a way up here to, like, machinery.
What? Machinery of what sort?
Pipes, cogwheels. I don't know, things like that.
Well, that looks like something that would be worth looking into.
Yeah, possibly.
Then let's go take a look then.
Okay. It's like a water. It's a waterfall.
Maybe it's a pump. Maybe that's how the drainage system in this place works.
Yeah. Can I, by the way, make another perception check to see if there's anything, I want to say, bad?
Yeah, don't sweat it. The edge of the cavern is lit in this, by now almost eerie, mixture between greenish and violet light. It opens up into a wide rift that plummets hundreds of feet deep. A waterfall flows down from high above and tumbles down into the depths below, which powers a water wheel, driving dozens of huge gears attached to the cavern wall with iron scaffolding. On either side of the rift, the floor of the cavern rises up to rough stone stairs that lead across the darkness and over towards the scaffolding. There's a tapping sound, like the sound of hammers or pickaxes on stone, which emanates from this area.
I will look to Zarius and ask, you don't happen to see any Skaven mining blackstone out of the walls of the fissure, do you?
I look. Do I?
What?
Do I see any Skaven mining blackstone out of the fish?
No.
No.
Where's it coming from then?
I don't know.
Maybe deeper down?
Maybe. I'm not keen to find out, honestly.
You know what? I'm keen to find out, Sirius, why we're in the middle of a Skaven settlement and we haven't seen a single Skaven.
In the apartments. Although I do agree, why haven't they attacked us?
Well, yes, in the apartments, but I imagine they don't stay there all the time. I agree with Lawrence. It's starting to smell a bit fishy here.
Victoria's like, yeah, either they're somewhere else or they're just watching us, which is both very concerning as it is confusing.
But there's a panel. We can move into it.
Well, I suppose we'll take a look.
I was thinking perhaps it might be best for us to simply try to see if we can find one of the denizens.
You want to find the Ratmen?
I want to be able to confirm that they're actually here. What are they actually doing? Why are we alone? This is meant to be like a settlement, a city. No.
Maybe they're not all the time. I'm sorry, it says like a really awkward smile on his face.
Wait, maybe they sleep in like waves or rotate.
Either that or, well, they're just not properly here in this cavern. For all we know, they have several more places like this, coming in or out of the other tunnels.
Well, if we assume that Violet Falls is in a single location but a network of undercities, it might be understandable if some of them are more empty than others. They have just launched an attack on the glade and took a big loss.
That is true.
Like a network of undercities, what?
Yes, he bounced off the fact that Vittorio said that for all we know, there could be more, like big caverns like this, connected via any of the side tunnels.
I understand.
Still don't like how quiet it is, though.
Yeah, well, either we check out one of the tunnels or we keep going around the entire cavern.
I'd say let's go around before we enter a tunnel.
Sounds fair. Let's completely turn around and, well, move to the bottom.
Go.
There's still that big crystal palace that I'd like to visit. Might be dangerous, but it might hold information that we need.
You right back?
We are so gonna die if any of these turn out to be hostile. I wanna clarify that.
I don't think you need to clarify that. I think it was pretty obvious when they came into town and started killing people.
No, I mean, we are gonna die if anyone pops out.
Ah, yes, well, probably. It's why we just don't get ourselves be noticed.
Easier said than done.
These are stairs leading up to that area as well. Amber, the thing we passed here, was that like an old building foundation?
Yeah.
I see.
Broken.
Did it look like... Well, I guess that's a weird question, and also I don't have the stone...
Mandatory carpenter's
yeah,
tools.
well, carpenters or masons, but...
Tools, guys.
Yeah, did it look... I was gonna ask, like, did it look centuries old rubble, or this might have happened, like, I don't know, in the last, like, year or so?
It's not fresh.
Okay.
What the differences between
Fresh out of
centuries-old rubble and 10-year-old rubble is?
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Mandatory, do you have carpenter's tools? Question.
I don't.
Do you have...
Maybe someday.
Oh shit, everyone fled.
I think this is it. So we can have an option of either going into a tunnel or going to the palace.
Well, the tunnel might very well lead to a different city or settlement, while we still haven't learned what the palace is for.
I really don't mind. I just want to get it done with.
Well, as much as I don't really want to, I suppose we should check out that crystal palace-like structure. We're just gonna have to be very fucking quiet about it.
I wasn't particularly planning on being extremely loud.
I know. Just reinforcing the fact that we're gonna have to be very quiet.
Yeah. Well, you know, otherwise we might die.
We might die either way.
We've been talking a lot about dying. Why don't we talk about surviving for once? That's more of a happy topic.
Because none of us are so optimistic after the things we've seen, Tokas.
I've seen the world end, but I'm still trying to be optimistic, you see.
Victor is you just hear a mild from Victoria. That's okay.
That was a rare moment of Vittorio laughing. What's this?
Great job, Zarius. I will treasure this moment.
Bard multiclass when?
Are we sure? Are we sure this is Vittorio?
Sorcerer. Hold on. As we pass around this shadow steel spire thing, Ember, can I note anything on it? Maybe there's like inscriptions, signs, constructions.
120 feet away from you.
Ah, right, yeah, no, warlock. Maybe done that to me.
You only see this enormous crater that is cracked and charred, plunging down.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's a crater. Hold on. That's a hot take.
Yeah, it's a very hot take.
Oh, I thought you guys could see that. My bad.
Do you see anything weird on this spire? I know they're indestructible, but you know, if there's chips in it, I might get very worried.
Just looks like a solid block from what I've seen. Like a solid spike.
The shadow steel spire, and it's surrounded by an oily gray liquid.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing again.
No, thank you.
I kind of want to scoop it out.
Absolutely none of that.
But I shouldn't.
Well, let's get inside. It doesn't look... You know what? Let's just go.
Alright.
Hello, world. Please don't eat me.
Very undragon-like.
No,
Hello,
I think
world.
it's...
Prepare to be eaten.
I am I don't know if you've seen the things that we met that are dragons. I am by far not matching in both stature and size.
Maybe because you're not a dragon?
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's a good hypothesis. Yes. Now, and with the what? What?
Oh, that's a 16. Who does that hit, Amber? Who does that hit? No, kid.
The inner chamber of this quartz building is 20 feet high, and it has an upper balcony and also a lower central hall. It looks like this was once a village meeting hall. As you can see, the broken statues of gnomish governors lining either side of the walls. Deep cracks and fissures spider web through the crystals, which seem to be eroding and falling apart, just like everything else in the village. The building is quiet though.
Does it look like it's being used? Like scaven, like not scaven, like Ratmen sort of furniture, weird stuff of horn rats hanging on walls. Funny you ask.
There's no decoration save for a single flag that has been haphazardly draped. Can I please just retrieve this?
I don't know, can you?
No, it's been towed and you'll never get it back.
Literally. Here you go.
Wow, okay. Imagine I've never seen this thing.
That looks totally normal. What are you guys talking
Where is this
about?
draped?
It is draped over one of the statues within the hole.
Hey, wait a second. Wait a second.
Which way?
That kind of looks a little bit like a chaos star.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4,
A
5,
rat!
6. It has 10 points. No, actually 8, yeah. If I don't count. No, never mind. 9.
Well, Amber, I imagine that none of us have seen anything similar, except as, well, White mentioned that vague similarity to a Mark of Chaos. Victoria will try his best to, I guess, jot it down.
Okay.
So that we see how it looks like. Maybe there's. Yeah, well, as he's doing, he's like, maybe on the off chance there might actually be something like this mentioned in any of the books back at the library, but I mean, I doubt it. We'll just. We have an image to go on.
You guys see anything? We could always enter an apartment building, you know.
I feel like that might be dangerous. If we get spotted, then we'll have to run for our lives, and yeah, it might get dirty.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty guaranteed. But right now, we have nothing to show for what we went to, or we have nothing to show but that this place exists.
Well, at least we know the way. I don't really know what they want from us. I might have an idea, though it is possibly more risky, possibly less. We could go search up into a tunnel, or I can make one of us invisible, and that person could look into the house complexes, at least a bit.
I could send Crowley in there instead.
Yeah, I could send Ratigan as well. I don't think a rat stands off too much in a town of rats.
Actually, that makes sense.
You sense disdain from Ratigan.
I know, buddy. I know you're much different. They don't call them the Unchosen.
Oh, the misery.
Everybody wants
But
to
he
be
wants
your
to be
enemy.
my enemy.
Right. You can try and, send in Ratigan or Crowley. Might be able to see or hear something, sense something. Might get some more understanding of what the fuck is going on here. Because right now, as we've mentioned, it's just very empty. And, well, I mean, we did set out maybe 12 hours after they set out. We've been traveling for 2 days. If it took them roughly the same amount of time to get here, I mean, that's not a lot of time in between. It doesn't make sense. They're not around.
Either they could have fled, or...
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's go to those apartments.
Yeah.
Do the thing, and if that doesn't pan out as we would like it to, we should probably try and check one of those tunnels before actually heading back.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I turn to wherever that sound came from.
You hear a click, plop,
Bloop.
clip, clop upon the quartz floors.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but I think we were found out.
Wow. Groundbreaking discoveries, Arius.
We did just walk into the center of their town hall.
Turns around slowly like a Scooby-Doo sketch.
Standing before you, previously obscured by a statuette of a gnome governor, is a stout individual.
Stout, furry individual.
Perfect. 5 foot square. Clad in plated armor. Head to toe, including his beard.
Hold on a moment.
From which you can only see a few raven locks. Oh boy. In fact, the only thing that is not armored is the central part of his face, And his feet, which are cloven, like that of a hoofed animal.
Bit confused.
And I think this is where we will end session for today.
Satyr? A dwarf?
You know,
No, it's
Oh, it's Volcani, bro.
yeah. I was about to say.
Though it's a
Who?
perfect 5-foot cube. That's only a dwarven stereotype.
Wait, it's a what?
Volcani. Those leprechaun large-sized things, but this guy's 5'5".
Erase that.
Volcani are not leprechauns, and they also don't have cloven feet. I don't know where you got that idea from.
Wait, what?
Wait, don't.
Volcani don't have beards.
What?
They are not dwarves, and they also don't have cloven.
Well,
Who
yeah,
am I
Volcani
thinking
are
of
not
then?
dwarves. Now that's a statement that I can agree
No,
on.
this is most certainly a dwarf. So yes,
With
but it doesn't
cloven
matter
feet.
because
Never mind. I
we
see
met
now.
Satan, guys. We met Satan. This is just dwarf and
No.
Satan.
I think I understand now, because there's very specific subrace of dwarf in Amber's universe that may or may not suffer the taint of chaos.
Great.
meeting an Anruk
But yeah,
filled with shadows.
thank you very much for session, for hosting.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for
Session.
being here.
Yes.
Thank you for session. I guess we'll die next time.
No, I just need to find this dwarf, bring the plate back, and gain 150 platinum.
Yes, of course, Mr.
Absolutely.
Merchant.
Well, hey,
Ab-
I'm just
absolutely.
looking at the possibilities here. I'm trying to stay positive.
Hey, Ferris. I want to rehear that fact that my Tokus impression wasn't on point. I don't know, bro.
I never
I
said anything against or for it.
What impression? Excuse me.
Well, you see,
I'll have to look back on the session, Dave.
I have a weapon known as Portent's Mark. You better watch out, because I can bend your fate in the worst time possible. You know that save we're gonna make against Disintegrate? Yeah. Yeah, the natural one is kind of gravitating towards you.
These threats are empty, Gabe. These threats are empty.
Right. We'll see who's empty after you get Finger of Death.
No thanks.
Understand.
But should we say goodbye?
yeah.
Probably.
Thank you for sticking around and watching. Yes, Mark, tomorrow you guys did have your normal session. That is correct.
It's the last one in a while.
Yeah, last one in a while.
Nice.
And as you
You're
said,
not to miss it unless you want to be here for the quiz. Duh.
Wow.
wow.
Just the
And yeah, as we said at the beginning of session, just check the Twitter and Instagram for any updates on if maybe there might actually be like a session, because who knows, sometimes people's schedule change, and you guys can slot something in. Otherwise, it's gonna be Arkona's accounts as normal throughout this period of time where there won't really be anything else.
I can pretty sure guarantee you that next week there will be something out.
Oh, all right.
Not normal session, but if people take interest, there will be something.
Okay. That is something interesting then. All right. Well, with this nugget of information, good night, good morning, good day, people, and we will see you next Friday.
week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.